Okay. Sorry, the computer was kind of wigging out there for a second. Just waiting for it to calm down a little bit. Maybe? Okay, I think we're live. Okay, now we're live. Well, you guys, welcome to our Terror Tuesday. We are finishing The Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker. That's such a long title. I'm just going to call it Dr. Decker. That's just what I'm going to call it from now on. But we're going to try to finish this today. And right now we are talking to one of his colleagues, if I remember right. It's Professor Warwick. I don't know if you guys remember anything that ended up happening, but there was a lot that ended up happening. And we're trying to figure out who murdered Dr. Decker, and I am just as confused. I don't know what in the world happened. All I know is he got stabbed with a paper spear looking thing, and there's a number of people that could have done it. There's just a lot of people, and we ended up seeing the crime report, Claire's arrest report, where we ended up finding out that her husband is actually dead, but she still believes that he is alive. We ended up seeing Dr. Decker was giving his resignation. Oh my gosh, I can't pronounce things today. Then we ended up seeing this footage of Alderby, he was talking about all sorts of weird kind of stuff. But let's go ahead and start talking to Professor Warwick. So, okay. What did you imply that logic to? And I'm going to try to start doing the questions. I know last time I didn't read the questions. I just went through them fairly quickly, but I will do it a little bit slower this time.
Gambling. I set up an experiment whereby I would visit a casino and place a very large bet at a roulette table. Now, I would always bet on odd. Now, the results of this particular experiment were mundane. I won as many times as you would expect according to the laws of probability. But then, I changed a parameter.
He changed a parameter. Oh boy. And I will totally make fun of this game. I'm sorry, but it's just... I don't know. I'm mean. I guess I'm just mean. And what parameter did you change?
Quantum suicide required a loss of life to make it a realistic thought experiment. So I simply upped the stakes. Every time I bet on odd, I would place everything I had on that one spin of the wheel. And it worked. Well, for a while.
It worked for a while. Oh yeah, he was talking about quantum suicide. I remember that. But apparently he likes the odd number, and he kept on gambling on it.
Dr. Decker killed it, and I can't get it back.
Wow, how did he kill it? What did Decker kill?
Well, my theory, quantum gambling. If the stakes are high enough, you will win every time by simply shifting your consciousness into that branch.
Sorry for that.
It's tricky, but it can be done. Dr. Decker didn't like that. He saw me becoming rich and powerful, and he hated that. That's why he proffered the hangman's paradox.
The hangman's paradox? What is this? And I do apologize. I'm supposed to update my Java, apparently. It's like, you got to update your Java. And what is this hangman's paradox? Oh, by the way, you guys, so we are very close of getting our new emotes. I'm so excited. I haven't decided which one I'm going to put in yet, but I ended up seeing them, and they actually look really cool. There's just a couple of changes that we're going to be changing to them, but oh, they look so cute and nifty. So I'm just I might rearrange my emotes. I don't know. I know I'm going to keep the heart for you guys, but I'm not sure which one I want to put as a second emote, so... Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And hopefully we'll get more subscribers so I can put the rest of the emotes in there, because that would be very nifty. That would be fun. Okay. Well, what's the... Okay, I gotta make sure that I have this up before. Okay, here we go. My chat was being a little bit funky. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what's the hangman's paradox? Let's learn about this, shall we?
Well, imagine a judge sentences you to death. Now, it will be Monday or Tuesday next week,
Okay.
but it will be a surprise. Well, which day do you think you'll be executed?
Monday. Because then they don't have to deal with me anymore. Monday!
Well, Monday does seem likely, yes. Because if you're still alive on Monday at midnight, then Tuesday won't be a surprise. But if you're sure that it's Monday, then that won't be a surprise either, will it? Decker tricked me.
You're just confusing me, dude. That's what you're doing. Oh, hey, Steve. How are you doing? How is Steve? How did Decker trick you? You seem to have a lot of hate for him.
He told me that sometime in the future I would lose a bet. That I would lose all of my money. Now, this didn't seem likely because I had quantum gambling on my side and it was working. But he unnerved me. He made me doubt myself. And then it happened. Recently, I lost everything that I'd managed to build up since Vanessa left me.
Well, dude, you have to realize that gambling is gambling. There's no secret to how to win every single time in gambling. It's gambling. And why would Decker hate you becoming rich and powerful?
Honestly? Well, I think he feared quantum physics. He didn't like things being explained in terms of science. Almost as if he'd have preferred chaos.
I think it's more of like, well, if he is a psychologist, of course he's going to go towards science. I just think that your theories are a little bit out of reality. You overslept today, then was waken up by, aww, the puppers. Puppers are awesome. Puppers are absolutely amazing. Well, that's an awesome alarm clock. I think puppers would be an awesome alarm clock compared to I love my kitties, but they are not very good alarm clocks.
Why not gambling? My wife Vanessa left me for a neurosurgeon. She emptied our entire combined wealth into her barrister's wallet. I needed more money. Physics provided me with a solution.
Yeah, if only that worked. You can get enough money to a certain point, but there's a certain point where you have to kind of stop. Just saying. Oh, you have that too? Where you have a cat alarm clock and it's like right in your ear and you're just like, cat, please, no. And they get like right next to your ear and they just like scream. And you're like, okay, I'm up. Oh, cat was meowing like crazy at the same time. It's like, give me food, human. Give me food. Tell me about your wife.
We were married for 14 years, 7 months, and 3 days.
Aww.
Vanessa couldn't have children. At least that's what she told me. She grounded me in reality. I'm not complaining. It's probably what I needed. But part of me always thought that one day I'd achieve immortality through science and we'd be...
You have some pretty high expectations,
Wasn't
dude.
to be, though.
You're wanting to have immortality. He's got some pretty interesting theories. Oh, that's all I could say. Have to head to the school in about 2 hours. Oh, I'm so excited for you. That's very, very exciting. Did it bother you that you couldn't have children?
Well, yes, it bothered me. Especially now that I find out that she's pregnant. Oh, no, it wasn't a rocket scientist that was required, but a brain surgeon, it seems. I have considered putting that neurosurgeon onto his darkest timeline. But I'm not a killer, it would seem.
Are you sure about that? Because you're kind of making me think that you might. What are you doing on Valentine's Day?
Fundraiser for a charity called Mindstretch Outreach. Don't know how I got roped into that. I can't remember. But it was full of very clever children with bizarre outlooks on life. And Jaya. It was Jaya who asked me to go.
Okay, now I really think the secretary's doing it. I think the secretary, and she just seems to have like every part of everything. I really think she is a part of it. Is this guy the patient or a counselor? He is more of like an acquaintance to Dr. Decker. I don't think he's a patient. There was like no, I don't want to say record. That's the wrong term. There was nothing saying that he was a patient, but he could have. It's just he's more of an acquaintance. Okay. How well do you know Jay? I really think she might have done it because she's like a part of every single one of these patients and these other people. So.
Oh, she's Dr. Decker's lovely assistant. I imagine she's your lovely assistant now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she always smiles and makes me a cup of tea before a session.
Okay, so maybe he is a patient too.
Which reminds me, my session. Can we talk about my problem now?
Okay, so he is a patient. So an acquaintance and a patient. That's kind of a little bit, I don't know. Okay, well, tell me about Mindstretch Outreach before we talk about your problem.
It's full of poor kids with very capable minds. I did give them a talk on quantum tunneling once, and they loved it. Not sure it'll put dinner on the table for any of them, though.
Okay, so he's obsessed with quantum. He's obsessed with that word, quantum, with everything he ends up talking about. No, I'm not Dr. Decker. I am someone else trying to figure out who murdered Dr. Decker. And all of these patients are Dr. Decker's. So, and I'm still confused on who did it. I'm very confused. But I'm thinking it might be the secretary because she's been a part of every single person. And I don't know. Okay, what's quantum tunneling? What's quantum this? What's quantum that? Tell me about quantum.
Oh, you're going to have to Google that, Doctor, I'm afraid. I'm not a walking Wikipedia.
You seem like it.
I'd love to tell you, but I am paying you by the hour. Maybe look up Schrodinger's cat whilst you're there.
Schrodinger's cat. I wonder if I can type that. I'm curious. Schroeder. Wait. Schrodinger's cat is a thought experiment sometimes described as a paradox devised by... So this is actually real. The Schroeder cat, whatever. Okay, devised by, Schrodinger. I don't know how to pronounce his name. It illustrates that what he saw as the problem of Copenhagen interpretation of quantum mechanics applied to everyday objects. Okay, well, let's go more into it. I'm kind of interested in this. Okay, so the scenario presents a hypothetical cat that may be simultaneously both alive and dead. Okay, a state known as quantum superposition as a result of being linked to a random subatomic event that may or may not occur. Holy crap, this is so confusing. Oh, did he actually do it with a cat, or is this just hypothetical? Okay, so there's a cat, a flask of poison, and a radioactive source are placed in a sealed box. If an internal monitor detects radioactivity, the flask is shattered, releasing the poison which kills the cat. The Copenhagen interpretation of quantum mechanics implies that after a while the cat is alive and dead at the same time. Yet when one looks in the box, one sees the cat either alive or dead, not both alive and dead. I don't get it. I'm going to have to read more about this, but you guys can look it up if you want to. Is this based off a true story? Actually, that's a really good question. I'm going to look that up. It doesn't say that it is in the game, so is Dr. Decker... So that would be interesting if it was. It does have some, like, realness to it. Kind of like when they ended up talking about the cat. Apparently that's real. It seems like just a story. Yeah, it just seems like a story, so I don't think it's real. But I don't want to go more into it, or I might get spoiled. But, oh, this is weird. Okay, let's talk about your problem. What's your problem?
I'm not a gambler, Doctor. I'm a scientist. I need more money. It's true I've run out of money for my research. An opportunity has arisen.
No, I'm not giving you money. I have the inkling that he's going to be asking me for money. It's like, no. Used to have free lunches, but your dad got a raise. You go to lunch, get ready to pay. They still haven't removed the... Hey, that's still nice. You don't have to pay for it. And I'm playing this on the Switch. I'm playing it on the Switch. And let's talk about this opportunity. I want to know this opportunity.
A very wealthy group of individuals have offered to pay me a very large sum of money if I attend their next private soiree. They don't want a talk or anything like that. They want a practical demonstration.
Is it the mafia? I'm thinking that it might be the mafia. Free food! Ah, free food. So yummy. I love food. Okay. What sort of practical demonstration?
They'll pay me £1 million if I can successfully survive 6 rounds of Russian roulette.
No!
Now, I am worried because of what Dr. Decker said, but, well, I can't help but thinking that the stakes are so high I can't possibly lose. What do you think, Doctor? Should I take them up on their offer?
No! You'll get murdered! The school was on the news for having a ramen bar? So you have, like, ramen and you can put, like, different stuff in the ramen or something? Well, we'll talk about research. What kind of research before we end up, like, telling him no?
Quantum gambling. It's a pet project. It's got nothing to do with work. But if I don't have significant amounts of money to lose, then there won't be enough jeopardy for the experiment to work.
This guy is trying to use big words to feel like he is smarter than your character. I really think he is a professor, and, like, he's really trying to find, like, an experiment to make himself look good. But at the same time, I think he's kind of going overboard with it to where he actually thinks he's unstoppable. Which is, well, the psychologist in me. He has some mental issues of possibly, like, in the past where he has felt like he is invulnerable. Or not invulnerable. He is vulnerable. He was maybe in some situation that he felt like he was exposed. And so he wants to... I don't know... I'm kind of maybe going overboard myself, but this is just like, this is a little bit like out. He should not do this. Oh, you get some barbecue chicken with mushrooms and... Ooh. That sounds amazing. Ooh, that actually sounds really good, gamer. I'm jealous. And who do you work for? I want to know if it's like the mafia.
The Ministry of Defense, of course.
Oh.
Guns aren't going to win the next war. Quantum physics is.
So he actually works for a high... So... And no, don't take that offer. Don't be dumb.
No, I suppose you're right. In a darker timeline, you probably said yes, and I'm dead now. I earn good money where I work. How do I stop losing it?
How about just not gamble? How about work on a different theory? Because this theory seems to be going to pot, so... Stop gambling! Yes!
I take your point. But I suppose to decide whether to continue gambling or to stop gambling is a gamble within itself, isn't it?
Oh my gosh!
Well, my time is up. Will we be having another session or... No, don't answer that. It'll turn you into a gambler like me.
No.
Infectious. Isn't it?
No, I don't want to be a gambler like you. You have some issues. Ministry of Defense? For the Mafia, probably. This dude loves his quantum fit. He just loves the word quantum. Because he puts quantum in front of everything. Quantum gambling, quantum tunneling, quantum... pooping, I don't know. Okay, I think we got everybody done for today. Oh, no, we got to talk to Bryce. We didn't talk to Bryce. He's our gravekeeper. Oh, and we haven't talked to our secretary either. Okay, let's talk to our gravekeeper.
Hello, Doctor. I've been thinking about our last session, and I just wanted you to know that I'm not a bad person. I know taking naked photographs is wrong. But you don't know what it's like until you face the same temptation. I'm assuming you
I
don't.
wouldn't do it.
Do you have an extra hour, Doctor?
So with this person, if you guys haven't seen the last episode, he thinks that he has an extra hour that he can kind of fool around where time stops. And he is a gravekeeper, and he ended up taking care of Dr. Decker's body, and also the other lady that thinks her husband is still alive. He took care of his body as well. But yeah, he thinks he has an extra hour where time just stops. Yes, I have an extra hour. Let's talk about the paper spike. And this is the weapon that Dr. Decker was killed with, was the paper spike.
Dr. Decker frequently used that paper spike on his desk as an example. I'm sure he did it with the other patients too. He'd make me look at it, touch the point to see how sharp it was.
Ah.
He'd tell me that because I think it's sharp, it will hurt me. But if I thought it was nothing, it could pass right through my hand.
And another thing dealing with Dr. Decker, like with a few of these patients kind of hinted towards that he was experimenting with them. And I really think he was. Because quite a few of them, like him and who else was it? I have my notes somewhere around here. But yeah, another patient ended up kind of dealing with the same thing. And seems like Dr. Decker was kind of not being very nice to his patients. To be honest, I don't know what quantum means, but by hearing him talking, I'm assuming it means a large sum of something. Well, let's get a good definition of it. Quantum definition. Okay, quantum is a discrete quality or quantity of energy, proportional in magnitude to the frequency of the radiation it represents. Also, it's a required or allowed amount, especially an amount of money legally payable in damages. So pretty much kind of like what you said. But, yeah, that's pretty much what the definitions are. But yeah, he uses quantum a lot. I post a pic in Discord, and you ate the mushrooms and celery. Foods. Foods is yummy. Okay, what else can you tell me about Decker?
Spied on Dr. Decker, not long before he was murdered. I'm not sure I should tell you what I saw in his basement.
That's kind of like, please tell me? I kind of want to know what is in his basement. There was this one person that said that there was a lady in his basement. It was Claire. She ended up saying that, he had a lady in his basement. So, oh boy. Oh, I saw it, Gamer. You ended up making the Legend of Zelda spreadsheet. Or not spreadsheet, music sheet. I thought that was actually kind of nifty. Okay, what did you see in the basement?
I'd been feeling uneasy with Dr. Decker for some time. I mentioned how he'd changed before.
Yes.
So I began spying on him at home. One night, the basement door was open, and Decker was returning upstairs. I skipped past him, and there she was. A girl. It was difficult to tell. It was dark, and she was chained.
So he actually did have a girl in it. Oh boy. Hey, Silver, how are you doing? And I'm doing okay. Kind of creeped out by this game, though. But how are you doing? And what did you do with the chained girl? He probably let her go because... yeah, he ended up going up to Claire and saying that the girl ended up disappearing. So he probably let her go.
I removed the chains, dressed her, and sat her in the police station. There's no evidence, though. No evidence of what he'd done. But she was free. I saved her. I'm not evil. I destroyed evil.
So I'm really thinking, because there's like a bunch of stories that are connecting, that Bryce and Claire didn't do anything. Even though Claire is kind of creepy, and so is Bryce. I don't think they did anything. Just kind of how their stories are connecting. And no, I don't have an extra hour.
Thank God for that. There's someone else in my hour. A hooded figure. Watching me and following me.
Death?
I followed it too.
I'm wondering if it's death. So every time when I hear hooded figure, I keep on thinking of death. And who is the hooded figure?
I don't know who it is. My initial thought was that it was you. That I told you about my affliction and somehow you'd got it too.
No.
Now I think maybe it's the military or some organization that wants to use the hour themselves. Maybe it's Dr. Decker risen from the dead. I need to talk to you about him.
Then tell me about him. Jeez Louise! Bryce seems sketchy. He seems very jumpy to me. I personally, this is me. This is what I think. I don't think he did it, but I think he's like very jumpy. Like he's on something, or he is like there's something mentally going on up there where it's making him almost hallucinate. It is the Reaper. It's the Reaper coming after him. Oh, whoops. I did not want that idea. Crap. I did not mean to do that. B. Well, that gave me a hint. Why would the military be following you?
I'm surprised I haven't been approached earlier. I mean, my skills in the military. Special ops would be a breeze, wouldn't it? Waltz in past everyone during the midnight hour, get whatever you want, and return to friendly soil. It also makes me think that they might already know all of that, and that they want to get rid of me in case I tell anyone else. Would you do something for me if they get me?
He's gonna go to Area 51. It's the Men in Black. They end up going after him and then take him over to Area 51. Oh my goodness. I am sorry. I'm gonna be such a jerk to this game. Like he's hiding something and he's getting paranoid about what he should tell you. I wonder if he is an alien. I'm sorry. I'm such a jerk. Yes, I'll do something for you. We'll make
Would
him
you
feel
tell
safe.
Jessica, I love her. She didn't really know me that well, but I did love her.
Oh.
And also, there's a hard drive in the bottom drawer of my drinks cabinet. Please destroy it. Please, don't look at it.
Oh, you tell me not to look at it. Of course I'm going to look at it. It's Aladdin Will Smith in a Men in Black uniform. Oh my goodness. He looks so funky. Genie looks so funky. I don't like what they ended up doing. They should have used a different face instead of Will Smith's face. He looks weird. Okay, where did you follow the hooded figure?
Whatever it is that's following me, it doesn't want to catch me yet. If I move towards it, it runs away. And when I follow it past temptations. A bar brawl, an open till, an open bedroom window. Like it's testing me.
Okay then. Question, is the hooded figure floating or is he actually like running? That's what I'd probably ask. Okay, tell me about the bar brawl.
I split the brawl up.
Okay. Some of the answers that I end up getting are just so weird. Okay, tell me about the open till.
I did nothing. I'm not stealing any more.
Good for you. Okay, now tell me about the bedroom.
I looked in. Watching other people is somehow built into our genes, Doctor. There was an old woman in bed. I went inside.
Oh, you little
Her
turd.
bedclothes were smoking. I think she'd fallen asleep holding a cigarette. I took the covers and put them in the bath. She'd have died otherwise. And no, I didn't take any pictures.
Well, you should have done it in the first place. A good thing that you didn't take pictures, but still, you shouldn't have taken that picture of, I think it was Jessica or whatever. Have you seen Jessica again?
Jessica is a beautiful woman. I've not spied on her since the incident we talked about. I have real feelings for her, Doctor. We've never connected.
Have you ever, like, talked to her, or do you just spy on her? Because that's just plain out creepy. Maybe you should try talking to Jessica. That'd probably maybe be a good thing.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. It's nice you think I'm capable of such basic interaction with females. But I'm still in awe of her, really. I will think about it, though.
Yeah, just make sure you don't do what you just did with the picture. Can you please destroy it? I think he did. I actually think he did. Okay, how is your job?
I put my hand through a rusty nail at work.
Ooh!
It hurt like hell and bled like I'd been shot.
Did you
I
go
closed
get...
my eyes and thought, this isn't happening. The nail is just a worm, and it will wriggle through me.
Did you
When
go
I
get a
looked
shot?
back, can you guess what I saw?
A nail? You saw a nail, a rusty nail inside of your hand, and you wanted to pull it out and go get a tetanus shot?
I looked back at my hand. It was healed. Look, see?
Okay, then. I am like just wondering if oh, you know what I'm thinking? I just had a weird thought that these people have like special abilities. And that's what Dr. Decker was trying to figure out. Because it seems like every single one of them has a special ability. Like the nurse has the ability to change shape. The the crazy lady that ended up killing her husband brought her husband back to life. And Nathan can pretty much have a Groundhog Day, Groundhog Day, where he repeats the day over and over again. And Bryce apparently heals himself and has an extra hour. I wonder. So I keep on treating them like they're just normal people, but maybe they actually have some sort of special abilities. Curious.
My hand had healed. The nail had become a worm and was wriggling in my palm. It was like a little miracle. Like magic.
I'm wondering. I'm just thinking. That's what he was probably testing. And maybe he was trying to, I don't know, try to get their powers or something. Maybe Dr. Decker is the bad guy. And someone was trying to save themselves from having their powers taken away from Dr. Decker. I don't know. But that's just a theory. That is a theory. Okay, do you think magic healed your hand?
I shouldn't really say miracle or magic. They're words that Dr. Decker used when he tried to get you to think things and make them real. But do you think it's real, Doctor?
I'm starting to.
Magic is real.
I'm starting to. Let's go through these ones before we answer that question. Why did you say AFT port side? Aft port side?
I find using nautical terms to describe the position of pallbearers fitting. Plus, most of them are 3 sheets to the wind. You know, drunk.
That's not good. Being drunk and then carrying someone. Ugh. 'Cause they could accidentally. That would be so terrible. Dropping someone when you're trying to carry a casket and you. That would be so sad. That would be terrible. Okay, let's go with it. I'm gonna go with it and say yes. Magic is real.
And so it is. Close your eyes. Imagine you're in a graveyard, looking at the gravestones.
Please don't smack me.
One catches your eye. So you take a picture of it. A picture that you now have.
I've got a photo. How did I get a photo? Okay, gravestone. Dr. Decker. 1875 with... No? Is Dr. Decker alive? Maybe he ended up finding a way to get Claire to bring him back to life. Or something. This is going weird. This is going very weird. Okay, so we're done with Bryce. Let's talk to our secretary. How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm ready for my grief counselling. I emailed you Mariana's address. I don't know why you'd want it. I suppose you're going to start doing home visits now, like Dr. Decker?
No, I told her no. I told her no. Ugh, okay. Hey, why would I want Marina's address?
If you don't want it, don't text me and ask for it.
I
It's all right.
didn't.
I don't mind doing menial tasks for you. Someone has to do them.
I didn't text you. Someone else did. Home visits?
Yes, Dr. Decker started doing home visits for Mariana. He said she couldn't concentrate properly in his office. I hope you're not thinking of doing the same thing.
No.
Right where I can see you.
I wonder what power Marina has, because the only thing that we know is that she blacks out. She might have some sort of power that Dr. Decker knew, and that's why he ended up doing home visits. Like, maybe they didn't date, and maybe he's just monitoring her or something. Are you spying on me? Let's talk about the paper spike.
It's in that police report that I gave to you. You should really take a look at it.
I did. I did take a look at it. Any news on Ben?
I think that's all settled now. We are agreeing to pay Ben £5,000 and he's agreeing not to say anything about what he saw.
And what did he see? I can't remember. Or maybe we didn't know what he saw.
He thought he saw
Don't you dare.
a creature
There we go.
coming out of Dr. Decker's mouth. Well, at least that's the reason he's given for not emptying the bins that night. Either way, it's not the kind of publicity that we need. Shiny, happy, sane people.
I'm kind of creeped out now. I'm thinking this is starting to turn into a sci-fi film. Anything else to share about Dr. Decker before we go into your group
Some
counseling?
mornings I come into work and still expect him to be here. Sometimes it feels like he actually is here, watching over me.
Maybe he still is.
We had a connection. It's gone now, though. You can't have a connection with the dead, can you? Not for too long, anyway.
Okay. What connection are you talking about?
Dr. Decker asked me to have dinner with him for Valentine's. I refused, obviously, because you don't sleep where you eat or something like that. But it was flattering, especially with competition like Mariana around.
So you viewed her as competition. So did you like Decker? I think she liked him.
Sorry, I didn't mean I was competing. I was happy Mariana was going out with him. I didn't want to be romantic with him. We had a stronger connection than that.
Uh-huh. Caught ya, woman. Why was it a stronger connection?
Decker and I shared some philosophy. We'd both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind, and we agreed with a lot of what it said. Have you read that book, Doctor?
No, I have not. Please explain to me. I have not read.
In Cult of the Kinetic Mind, the author suggests that everyone is capable of psychokinesis and that the cult leaders specifically had these powers that turned their followers into disciples. It's not a fun read, but if you're into psychology, it's a blast.
Oh boy. Was he trying to control his patients? Oh boy. What did you do on Valentine's before we end up going into this whole book thing?
I was at home on my lonesome, Doctor, like I said before.
Sure you were. Okay, what is psychokinesis?
Psychokinesis is the ability to change the physical world without actually touching it, just by using your mind. It's not just about bending spoons. It covers all sorts of things like telepathy, telekinesis, telesabalas. Shoot me, I'm a Kojak fan.
Yeah, I think he believed... I'm really starting to go towards my theory that he believed that these people had powers. And he was trying to control them or do like some sort of experiments with them so he can get all fame and glory and whatnot. And possibly be able to get their powers so he can inherit them. And I think that's what ended up causing him to be killed because he was trying to do it.
No, not at all in my experience. Dr. Decker had an unusual number of patients who claimed psychokinesis. Either he'd been specifically looking for them or someone had been sending them.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm starting to make connections here. Okay. Why would someone send, patients here? So
It's entirely possible that someone is targeting this practice with psychokinetic patients. To what end, I don't know. It's no coincidence that most psychokinetic patients are diagnosed as insane, or at least temporarily insane. It's a handy diagnosis if you're facing criminal prosecution, especially if it's for murder.
yeah, like Claire. Like Claire, she ended up murdering her husband. Okay, do you believe?
Like I said, all those cool things are in Cult of the Kinetic Mind, apart from Kojak, obviously. If you ever get a patient who thinks they can change the world with just their mind, then duck, just in case they can. But seriously, do a whole load of shrinking and make them better. Whether you believe in psychokinesis or not, you'll need to figure out your approach with those that do.
Yeah, kind of like when we ended up seeing that nurse actually sort of change her face a little bit. I actually think it's true. Oh boy, this is kind of freaky a little bit. And what approach?
How do you make people who think they have special powers better? Do you remain passive and support, encourage them, take them away?
Well, crap. I've got a lot to think about. Because personally, I would... I don't know. Oh, that's kind of hard to think about. Because the thing is, if they can actually do something like that, I would encourage them to practice for the good and not use it towards something that they could use as, well, evil. Because if someone has powers, I wouldn't want them to take advantage of it and actually use it against other people. But at the same time, well, this is a game, so I'm kind of making this almost like real life. Like, what would I do in like real life? But of course, I do that with almost every single video game. I mean, I feel bad when I accidentally kill a character. Oh, I'm weird that way. Courage their powers, remove their power. I wouldn't probably remove them if they actually can do them. But I'd probably maybe be a little bit kind of...
Things could escalate. Building trust is one thing, but at what cost?
Yeah, you do have a point there. Well, we'll figure it out. Okay, are you spying on me?
Checks and balances, Doctor. Somebody needs to be watching the watchman, so to speak. Make sure you're helping, not hindering.
I think you're spying on me, lady. Watching everything I do. Was Dr. Decker helping or hindering? I think he was hindering.
He probably did his fair share of helping and hindering. He was definitely helping in the beginning, but then seemed to lose sight of things.
Yeah, I think he was probably obsessed with his practice. I really think he was. How did Dr. Decker lose sight of
I think
things?
he was so overwhelmed by the patients he was getting. His curiosity just got the better of him. There was a definite turning point.
Oh, and what is this turning point? I am so sorry about your grief counseling. I'm not helping you. I'm more curious about everything else. Okay, what was the definite turning point?
Somewhere around the time Professor Alderby turned up, that seemed to unsettle him. And then we had a flood of extra weird patients. I think it was all too much for him. I think I misjudged him. I hope you deal with it better.
I wonder if Alderby was the one that's been sending all these patients to him. Either he's been searching for them, or Alderby's been sending the patients towards him. Okay, we'll talk about your grief counseling now.
Grief is such a strange word if you keep saying it. Grief, grief, grief. It sounds like somebody's being whipped. And you're going to ask me how I feel today?
No, I don't care about that. Well, how are you feeling? Why couldn't Marina concentrate in the office?
Honestly, I think Dr. Decker had a bit of a crush on Mariana.
Or Mariana.
Vice versa. I'm not really sure. There's some footage from their home sessions if you want to see them.
Yes, please. Can you give them to me? Yes, show me the footage. I want the footage. But first, let's get these other questions out of the way. Why does grief sound like being whipped?
Oops, that was a strange thing to say, wasn't it? Whipped. Am I all whips
Whipped.
and chains in the bedroom or dominant in the boardroom? Don't answer that, it's not a question. It's early days for a harassment suit yet, what with Ben's nervous shock already.
Yeah, we kind of don't want that in the office. I like how she says whipped. I can't do it. Whipped. Nope. I can't do it. Okay, what do you know about Dr. Decker's mother?
Dr. Decker did send me to see his mother once. She was dying in a nursing home and he didn't want to see her. I remember him calling her a manipulative, evil old hag.
Oh
I
boy.
tend not to ask any more questions after that.
Oh boy, he probably did not have a good relationship with his mom. Okay, did you talk to Nathan much?
I didn't really speak to Nathan that much at all, but I have this strange feeling that I know him really well. I can't quite put my finger on it.
So weird. I actually think that all these people actually have the powers. And just the fact that she can't remember talking to him that much because he keeps on doing the same day over and over and over again. Oh, this is weird. Yes, show me the footage.
It was a joke, Doctor. I guess we found our level.
That didn't seem like a joke. I wanted to... Okay, I think we're done for today. Yeah, we can't ask any more questions today. Alright. Oh, I kind of wanted to see it. Okay, let's go to the next day. And yes.
You can stop looking at me like that. You've made me do this. And don't try and escape. You're all tied up.
Whoa!
Now tell me the truth. Is this a dream?
Whoa! Did she drug me? What's going on? No, it's not a dream.
That's the wrong answer.
She just
Doctor.
slapped me!
Is most definitely a dream. Now, tell me, do you believe that people can have kinetic powers?
So does she have kinetic powers to where she can go into people's dreams? Oh boy. Yes, people can have kinetic powers.
How do we treat people with kinetic powers? Do we encourage them or do we discourage them?
I don't know. Why not? Let's encourage him.
Oh, Doctor. How disappointing. We've been
Sorry.
through this already. Encouraging them to use their power just makes them worse. That's what Dr. Decker did. Look at him now.
Okay, fine.
I thought you were different. Oh, I thought we'd get on, but I'm wrong. Enjoy your sleep, Doctor.
Uh-oh. Am I in trouble? Well, looks like I'm in trouble. Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Someone else in my hour.
I brought David back to life.
I removed the chains, dressed her.
It was Iris.
We could try shifting now.
Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Sorry.
We both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind.
Oh
and
boy,
that
this is
broke.
freaky.
It's no coincidence that most psychokinetic patients are
Grateful if you could see your way to declaring me
insane, or at least
temporarily insane.
There was no flame. And then there was.
I'll kiss a guy,
I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
and then he just follows me
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore?
wherever I go.
You may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Oh boy.
Morning, Doctor. You're looking a bit unwell. Are they getting you all wound up? Well, have a look at this. I found it in Dropbox. Apparently, Dr. Decker lent Mariana some money. Sounds dodgy, doesn't it? I also got the toxicology report back from Officer Yates, and shocker, Dr. Decker had... Sorry, you just have to read it. I should have spoiler alert tattooed on my forehead. And can we not do the grief counselling thing today? I'm all sorts of behind on work, and I'm getting more stressed out watching it all pile up. If you need anything, though, I'm here.
Oh boy. Oh my goodness. This is just crazy. Okay, let's look at the loan agreement. Okay, so we've got 15,000 pounds. Holy crap! Maybe I should have went to Dr. Decker and got some money. By signing this agreement, the borrower agrees to accept the sum of the loan amount and to repay the loan amount in full within the terms stated. The sum of the loan will be transferred by the lender into an account designated by the borrower within 14 days of signing the agreement. It is agreed that the loan shall attract no interest, and in lieu of accruing interest, the lender has agreed to the payment of the arrangement fee, which is due before the transfer of the loan amount. The lender also agrees to consider the loan repaid in full should they die or become subject to any power of attorney agreement, as long as this event occurs within the term of the agreement. Okay, just the fact that it says death is kind of a little bit... Okay, let's look at the... Okay, I'm kind of curious. Oh, he has ethanol in his blood, and also he had some drugs in his system. Temazepam. Interesting. Well, this is very interesting. Okay, then. Well, let's talk to this girl right here. Do you take temazepam?
What's temazepam? Why are you asking?
Okay, apparently she does not. Okay, how are you today? Probably shouldn't have went with that.
Thirsty, doctor. And hot. Do you have any water?
Sure.
I've been drinking a lot of water recently. I didn't go to the beach. I didn't go to the sea. I said I would, but I didn't. I've been feeling this way for a while. It's like
I wonder if
it's
she's
getting
a
worse because
mermaid.
I didn't go to the sea. It's like I'm having...
I think she might be a mermaid. And why did it cut out like that? Like, how are you getting worse?
I don't feel well. I feel sick most of the time, dizzy, thirsty. I got a head fog like you wouldn't believe. My doctor, Dr. Rose, sent me for blood tests.
Oh, tell me about these blood tests. You got fishy blood? I'm thinking she might be like some sort of mermaid or something. Or siren.
Dr. Rose thinks maybe I have a vitamin deficiency. I can tell she has no idea. She smiles, but she hasn't got any answers. I think I probably need to go back to the beach. The sea, doctor. It's calling me.
Yep, I think she's like some sort of siren or something like that. The sea is calling you?
This sounds crazy, but I can hear the sea. It's like an alarm going off in my head. Do you know where the sea is? From here? It's over there. Wherever I am, I know exactly where the sea is. It's like a compass.
Yeah, I think she's like some sort of. This is just so weird.
I have this recurring dream. I'm at the beach. I strip and walk into the sea. The sea feels warm and comforting. Not cold and harsh like you'd think. I swim down to the bottom of the ocean. I can breathe freely. I can breathe water.
Mm-hmm.
On the ocean floor ahead of me, there is a beautiful creature. A glowing being with wispy limbs. It's so warm. I'm transfixed. But my feet shift. I'm unsteady. Below me, the floor is woven in human flesh.
Ew!
Dead bodies, but some of them still struggling for life. These are the ones touching me, gripping my feet. I scream.
That is one creepy dream.
That's when I wake up. Do you have that dream, Doctor?
No. I do not have that dream. I had a dream that my assistant tied me up and slapped me. No, I do not have that dream.
It's horrific and beautiful at the same time.
I don't know if it would be beautiful at the same time, but okay. Okay. Has anyone else followed you?
Do you forget anything from our sessions, Doctor? People follow me to the beach. I don't know who they are, and I don't know what happens to them. I don't always get followed, though, so it doesn't explain my blackouts.
I'm curious. I am actually very curious if my joke actually may have been real. That it was like the men in black just watching them. Or people from Area 51 just watching them. Because they know. The government knows. Oh boy. This is kind of interesting. Did Decker lend you money?
He lent me some money to start my business. It was a proper agreement. I remember signing things. He thought that a distraction would do me good. I don't think he expected me to trawl the beach for treasure and sell it online.
Well, you could have. Since you can go deep in the ocean. I mean, she could possibly, like, go way down there and find some really good treasure from, like, ships that ended up sinking from a long time ago. Okay, what's the glowing being?
It's a dream, Doctor. Stranger things happen in dreams.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about your dream a little bit. What happens to your followers?
I said I don't know what happens to them. It's not always to the beach. Sometimes they follow me home.
And what do they do at your home? No, we won't ask that question just yet. What area is home for you? Is it in the ocean? Do you live in Atlantis? What did you need distraction from?
Dr. Decker thought I had too much time on my hands, so a distraction would do me good. He lent me $15,000, all in all.
That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. Okay, what does the alarm sound like?
I hear a sound like singing, calling me. It gets stronger when I face it, when I move towards it. That's how I know where the sea is. But when I don't go to the sea, I feel like the sound gets louder all the time. I'm having trouble sleeping. Perhaps I need sleeping tablets after all.
I think you need to go back to the ocean and get just refreshed and then you'll be okay. I don't know. Okay, was Decker an alcoholic?
I've seen Dr. Decker drink, but not that much. Certainly not during our sessions. He had other things on his mind, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably how to steal your powers. I'm actually making Dr. Decker seem like a total butt. That's what I'm really thinking that he was like one of those guys that are from, well, the movies that he messed around with them and tried to steal the powers for himself. Okay, where is home for you?
My home is in Chantry. You know that. You rang my doorbell last night.
Huh? When did I do that? Why would I come to your house?
I don't know. I didn't kiss you, but you just followed me. Like the others. I don't feel comfortable here, Doctor. I'd like to leave.
I think she's a siren. Okay, so that was found in his blood.
I don't take sleeping pills. Never have done. When you suffer blackouts already, you don't really get offered anything like that.
Okay. Oh. You know, I never rang your doorbell.
If you say so, it must have been your twin then.
This is so creepy. I'm sleepwalking. My twin?
I don't know if I have a twin. Do you have a twin, Doctor?
Yes, I have a twin. We'll just say that. Have you been dancing recently?
No. There's been no dancing. I haven't been feeling that well, Doctor.
Yeah, I think she might be like some sort of siren. Has Nathan spoken to you?
He's the cute, sad-looking one, isn't he? He asked me out, and I said I'd let him know. Do you think I should go out with him?
Sure. Sure, yeah, go out with him. Why not?
Okay, but if he goes missing, don't go looking at me.
Don't say stuff like that then. Then I will. Okay, tell me about your referral letter.
It's a referral letter, Doctor. Don't overthink it. A girl can't be too careful with everything that's been going on.
It's understandable. I can stop you having blackouts.
You said it with such a serious look on your face, I almost believed you.
Maybe I'm serious.
It would be good if you had some kind of superpower that helped me. But I don't think so.
You have little faith, young one. And no, I don't have a
I
twin.
know you don't. It was definitely you, wearing what you're wearing now.
That's kind of creepy. It's very, very, very creepy. Okay, it looks like we... Oh, Nathan's right there. I was wondering where Nathan went to. Okay, how are you doing today?
I'm feeling good. I ran into one of your other patients, Mariana. She's beautiful. I think we might go on a date.
Maybe. Have a look at the toxicology report.
Diazepam is the same sleeping pill Dr. Decker prescribed me. Why would he mix those with alcohol? People are such idiots. Reminds me, that truck driver died.
Oh, which truck driver? Okay, what do you know about Decker's drinking habits?
Alcohol isn't something I usually notice on people until they're slurring and weaving around. Was Dr. Decker an alcoholic? Probably. I never saw him drink, though.
So who ended up giving him that med? Secretary has to be a secretary. Which truck driver died?
Truck driver that ran into Hannah. He was divorced, apparently. He killed himself. He makes
Oh.
sleeping pills with alcohol too. But he died in his garage.
So does that mean he ended up falling asleep? Oh, I need to sneeze. Whew. Oh, pardon me. Whew. So what I'm thinking is he probably fell asleep. Like he took the meds or something like that, and then someone ended up stabbing him when he... That's probably why he didn't have defensive wounds. Is that he was already asleep. I don't know. How did he die in his garage?
I read it in the paper. He'd been drinking. Then he took the sleeping pills. Then he went into his garage and put the hose pipe through his window. Not until he put his daughter in the seat first.
Wait. He, how old is his daughter? That's sad. Did the
One
truck
of those
drivers...
newspaper stories you read and you hope it says he leaves behind his wife and 7-year-old daughter. But his daughter was in the car.
Oh, that's
Not a
sad.
letter.
Oh, that is so sad. Oh, that is sad. Okay, tell me about the letter.
Dr. Decker told me one of the ways to get through my grief would be to write a letter to the truck driver. I tried to forgive him. I know it was my fault. But the thing that made me feel best was blaming him. I think maybe he killed himself because of me.
Oh, did you send him the letter?
Do you think I'm to blame, Doctor?
Hopefully you didn't send that letter. No, you're not to blame. I hope.
His daughter's picture was in the paper. Molly.
That's so sad. Oh, that just breaks my heart. Oh my goodness. Tell me about Molly.
Ever since I saw a picture in the paper, I've started thinking I could see her. Out of the corner of my eye. Like she's
Oh my gosh!
crazy, right?
I don't know if you just saw that! Oh my gosh, that actually gave me goosebumps. There was a little girl in the corner! Yep, they have powers. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Oh, I need to ask you about Decker.
What are you trying to do most? Cure his patients or find out who killed him?
Both? I want to cure his patients, but also I want to try to find out who killed him.
It's been nice chatting with you. Don't get me wrong. But I can't help but feel you're mainly interested in finding out about the old doctor. I suppose you already know Dr. Decker thought one of his patients was trying to kill him.
Sorry, I think I made him mad. Why did Dr. Decker think a patient was trying to kill him?
He told me in one of our sessions, which was later rewound, that someone had been leaving him messages on his prescription pad. Not good messages.
Oh? What sort of messages?
He didn't tell me anything specifically. Just death threats. It was one of his many rants. I just sat there quietly, hoping he wasn't going to try and hypnotize me again. I asked him if it was a boy or a girl's handwriting. He said he knew who it was, and that they'd be in trouble. I think he was bluffing.
Yeah, I don't think he knew who it was either. I can stop you reliving days. Tell me about your referral.
My solicitors assured me that I wouldn't have to discuss anything about my trial with you, so I'm not going to.
Oh,
Concentrate on my state of mind, and let me worry about other things.
sorry. I'm just making the patients mad. Okay, let's talk about
I can't really
Mariana.
explain it, but she seems like such a friendly person. I think the police are barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah, it's because she's a siren. She controls people. What have the police got to do with Mariana?
I think I've probably said too much. It's probably not the same girl anyway.
Okay, I can stop you reliving days.
Please do. I wish I could believe you.
Well, I can. I'm amazing like that. Okay, let's talk to my secretary. How are you today?
I don't want to talk about grief today. I'm getting enough grief from work.
Sorry. I'm sorry that you're getting grief from work. I think it's probably because of me. Why is work giving you grief?
I don't know if you know, but Professor Alderby used to be my professor. He teaches history and psychology, amongst other things. I know it's not technically work, but he asked if I would allow him to have the video footage of his sessions with Dr. Decker. Dr. Decker wanted to be removed from all of the videos, so it's jump cut up to jump cut, but I'm sure you've already noticed that.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Kind of wanted to know what he was talking about. That would have been interesting. What video footage? We already know what video footage. Do you take sleeping pills?
I don't take sleeping tablets, never have. I'm not allowed to prescribe either. Dr. Decker had me try to forge his signature once, but I was woeful.
Yeah, that probably... Yeah. Well, if she could... She probably could have still. Like, if I ended up looking at all of the prescriptions, maybe we could see that one was off or something. Okay, the report mentions ethanol.
Some people would say Dr. Decker had a bit of a drinking problem. It got worse and then it got better when his confidence turned up. I think it was the stress of dealing with the new patients. I like the odd tipple.
I think, yeah, he probably did have a lot of stress dealing with the patients. Especially trying to do... I am wondering if he has like a secret safe with like all of these different reports and like a book that he's trying to create of people having powers or something like that. Okay, what's an odd tipple?
I've been known to drink, not as much at the moment, not as much as Dr. Decker did. He kept at least one bottle in his desk drawer at all times. You can't imagine the amount of times I wanted to sneak in and have some.
Oh, so you're a drinker. Oh boy. Could someone have spiked Dr. Decker's bottle?
I suppose it's possible that somebody spiked his drink. Most people probably knew he had a bottle in his desk. Wouldn't have been that hard to empty out some capsules into it. Maybe the police should get fingerprints?
That's smart. That's actually smart. Yes, test for fingerprints.
I'll go and suggest it. Make sure nobody touches the bottle in the meantime.
And I touch it. It's like, oops. Okay, what video
I
footage?
didn't think you'd mind, since it wasn't your case anyway. Mostly it's the professor talking about how he viewed reality back then, in so much as he thought it was changeable. There's nothing else to do but watch while things are encoding.
Oh, that video footage. Okay, how is reality changeable?
Psychokinetics, remember? Cult of the Kinetic Mind? Professor Alderby said it was recommended reading to help psychiatrists in their frontline battle with insanity, he likes to call it.
I wonder if that's an actual real book. Okay, Cult of the Kinetic Mind. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's just a book from the video game. Okay, never mind. I thought it was a book, a real life book, but apparently no, it's not. Okay, can you battle with insanity?
Professor Alderby saw the relationship between psychiatrist and patient as a winnable battle. The patient must be cured by removing their psychokinetic ability, if present, either by telling them it doesn't exist or by using another psychokinetic ability to negate it. It's a long time ago, I can't remember all of it. There was a specific example.
I wonder if that's what Dr. Decker tried to do. He tried to use another ability to try to get rid of the abilities of the patients. Okay, what specific example?
If someone tells you they can fly, you tell them you control air currents and that from now on they won't be allowed to use them. This would normally stimulate the brain in such a way that the patient stopped thinking they could fly. The main danger as the therapist is believing that you can control air currents.
And I think that's probably what happened to Dr. Decker. He started to believe it. Okay, really pose any danger to therapists.
The danger of pretending you have psychokinetic abilities is that you may start believing you have them and then have them. It's the paradox of the cure. Dr. Decker loved paradoxes. His favorite was the grandfather paradox.
Ah, the grandfather paradox.
If you can travel back in time and kill your grandfather, then you cannot be born. But if you cannot be born, then you cannot kill your grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
It's a time traveler's chicken and egg, if you will.
Yeah, that actually is a paradox that goes around. Why did Decker want to be removed from the videos?
I have no idea. Maybe he was an undercover secret agent. Maybe he was getting more annoying as time progressed. You're not, though. You're lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Good time to ask for a raise?
No, I don't know you that well. Did Dr. Decker have any psychokinetic abilities?
Dr. Decker definitely dabbled in that stuff. I'm not sure to what extent.
I think he kind of did a little bit too far. How well do you know Professor Alderbury?
Professor
Alderbury.
He turned me onto that book I've been raving about.
Alderbury, whatever, that professor. Okay, what book have you been raving about?
Cult of the Kinetic Mind. I should start selling them myself.
You must really, really love that book. What did Dr. Decker ever say about his mum?
Dr. Decker told me he was adopted. His birth mother only turned up 5 years ago because she wanted money for her experimental cancer treatment. I'm not sure how much it cost or even if he had the money, but he didn't do it, and she became one mean mother.
Oh boy, that's not fun having a mean mom. Are you feeling stressed?
There's a lot of stress in here. We're dealing with people's lives. How do you relax, Doctor?
I paint. I was hoping that it actually said, nope. I relax playing games. There we go.
I love video games. I just wish they'd make ones with stronger female protagonists. Sorry, I'd settle for any female protagonists.
Okay. How about, a raise?
Wow, I was kidding, but thank you, Doctor. I'll take that as a yes. And don't worry, I'll sort it all out.
No. You're probably gonna give yourself $100 raise. And we're gonna be like flat broke. I like listening to music.
I bet you like dance music. I don't know why.
I like music just in general. Eating. Oh yeah,
I
food.
love food. It will be my downfall. Stress eating is the worst.
Oh yeah, I definitely have stress eating. I have stress eating problems like crazy. I don't really play sports, but we'll go with it.
Hockey. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
I don't see how she looks like she plays hockey, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so we're done with her. Let's talk to the nurse. How are you today?
Hilda died last night. I was there. Well, I was there as her daughter. It was nice. She had a good death. She got to say what she wanted to say.
Oh, and what was that? What's a good death?
It was Hilda to the end. I was the doting daughter. Don't worry, everything's going to be okay. I love you, Mum. Then Hilda, with almost her last breath, looks me straight in the eye and says, "Don't let them take Amelia."
And who is this Amelia person? Do you have access to sleeping pills?
Most people have taken sleeping pills at some time or another, haven't they? It's probably quite easy to get hold of them. Although, I have to get a doctor to sign a prescription if I need any at work. It's probably the same for Jaya.
Mm-hmm. Did Decker ever drink alcohol?
Decker drank a bit. I didn't say anything about it, but well, it's not very professional, is it? I mean, it's not like he was drunk. Must be very stressful being a therapist. Do you find it stressful, Doctor?
It would be very stressful to be a therapist. Because then you have to deal with pretty much almost taking the world on your own shoulders. And then you have to try to realize that you're trying not to take the world on your shoulders, but you still do. And it can be very stressful.
I can tell just by looking at you. This job has really taken its toll on you.
What do you mean by that? You look very old now because you're so stressed out. Okay, tell me about my secretary.
Leia seems really nice. I don't know why she'd want to work in a place like this.
Because I really think she liked Dr. Decker. I really think she did. Hey, what do you mean by a place like this?
I just mean, you get all these weird people coming here. I mean, I've met some of them out in the waiting room. I know they're just people, but a couple of them have seriously given me the creeps.
Like the graveyard keeper. Which patient gives you the creeps?
She's a slightly older one, isn't she? Always well dressed? Yes, her. I'm pretty good at picking up on people's energy, and hers is cold.
Yeah, she kind of is a little
I
bit.
think I sort of know her. Claire Castleford, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, she attacked her husband or something.
I love that smirk. She's like, yeah, I know something. Like, I know something that I'm supposed to not know. Okay, do you still think about Decker?
I think of Dr. Decker every time one of my patients dies. It makes me remember how he didn't care about his mum. He was a good therapist. He was a lousy son.
Well, you don't know the full situation. Why was Decker a lousy son?
I was angry at Dr. Decker. Hilda's daughter, she's in Australia, so fair enough. Maybe she really couldn't get over to see her. But Dr. Decker's mum was dying literally on the other side of town, and he just couldn't be bothered. I shifted for her. But in a way, I wish I hadn't. Because it let Dr. Decker off the hook, you know? I didn't realise how little he cared until I told him the news.
And how did he react? And who is Amelia?
Amelia's Hilda's doll. She used to have about 9 or 10 of them, all
Ew, dolls are creepy.
glassy-eyed and creepy looking, with frilly dresses and curls. All over her room they were. In the end, we had to get rid of them. They weren't very hygienic. But we let her keep one, and that was Amelia.
Dolls are so creepy. They are so creepy. I don't like dolls. I really, really don't. Okay, what happened to Hilda's doll?
I'm keeping her safe until I can pass her on to Hilda's daughter. Maybe she'll fly over for the funeral. I don't know.
Now it'd be really hard to be far away.
Are you okay, Doctor? You look a bit pale.
Well, I had my secretary slap me in my dream. But now it'd be really hard to live that far away and you tried to come to a funeral. That'd be so hard. Hey, did Dr. Decker know you could shift?
Yes, I told Dr. Decker. Most other people wouldn't have believed me, but he did. In fact, he cared far more about the shifting than he did about his mum dying.
He could just see the dollar signs. Why do you think Dr. Decker didn't care about his mom?
For a moment, I thought he might cry. Just for a split second. But he didn't. He just carried on with our session. I wish I knew what went on there. Jaya probably knows. She spent quite a long time with Sarah when she visited.
Yeah, apparently she wasn't a very nice lady. Did you try shifting for Dr. Decker?
Yes, once. I wanted to show him what I could do so he could see for himself. I took his hand, I told him to think of a loved one, and then there was nothing. I mean, literally nothing, just an empty void. The only thing I could feel was his hand holding mine. I'm pretty sure without that I'm not sure I could have made it back.
So you turned into like a black hole? That he has no love for anybody? Okay, how's Terry?
Terry hasn't been into work for a few days. I hope there's nothing wrong with her.
Yeah, that face looks like she does. I think she probably wishes that she was dead. Maybe she killed her or something. Are you pretending to care about Terry? I think you're pretending.
Terry and I are never going to be best friends, but I wouldn't wish her ill.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay, did you have a referral letter to see Dr. Decker?
I referred myself because of Dr. Decker's mother. Was I supposed to have a letter?
Yes. Has no soul, probably. I think he does have no soul. Okay, I can help. I can stop you shifting.
You've never seen me angry, have you, Doctor? Don't say things like that when you don't mean them. It causes upset.
Okay, then. I won't say that anymore, then. Okay, we're done with this, the nurse. Okay, let's talk to this creepy lady. How are you today?
There's no lake house today, sorry. David's not doing very well. He's caused a problem with the girl. I need to do something.
What did he do with the girl? Okay, what's the problem with the girl?
The little girl, our neighbor at the lake house, she says David is weird and creepy.
Doctor! Oh, sorry.
Scare me, why don't you?
Some of the referral letters we were talking about. There is a pattern, but it's not the same for everyone. You said to get them to you ASAP, so here you go.
Thank you. Don't freak me out like that. Okay, let's look at the referral letters. Okay, we've got letter 1. Okay, dear Dr. Decker, I refer a client to your clinic for evaluation. Okay, so this is for Claire Castleford. She's being charged with murder of her husband, and we require your diagnosis as to whether she was a son of mine and had the... Okay, so... Looks like we got it from Hatchett and Brown. And... Hatchett Brown solicitors. Okay. Let's see the similarity between these. Okay, let's look at letter 2. Okay, this is from a different company. We believe that our client has only given her first name. Okay, this one's with Mariana. Is mentally unstable and would like your expert opinion on this matter. Okay, we are happy to cover all of our costs and look forward to receiving your report forthwith. Okay. So there's nothing really similar except for like the logo in the top. They look similar. Okay, what about the last one? Yeah, they all seem kind of like similar with their logos, but that's about it. For the attention of Dr. Decker, I'm referring yet another client to you today for further psychiatric evaluation. It is my hope that you concur with my suspicions and are able to find him insane under the guidelines set out within the... Okay, who's this for, though? It doesn't say who it's for. And it seems like the signatures are about the same, too. Okay, I'm going to look at the first one again. 'Cause I think the signatures are super... Yeah, they look similar. I think these are like from 3 different companies, but I think they're sent by the same exact person. I don't know. Okay. Let's talk to Claire, and hopefully our secretary isn't going to pop in and like just go right into her face. Okay, what has David been doing?
David has been hunting and skinning again. But from the look of the torso, he caught a domestic cat.
Oh.
I'm being generous. It was definitely a cat. I spoke to David about it, but I have no idea if he can comprehend me or not. He just grunts at me. He doesn't even smile anymore. Not at all.
So he's probably almost like a zombie. Okay, where did the cat come from?
Yes, sorry. I left out an important detail.
Someone
The
else's
girl,
cat?
Anushka. She was crying because her cat had gone missing. And she thinks that David killed it.
Ooh.
Doctor, I'm worried.
That's not good. Hey, what are you worried about?
I'm worried that David's not going to stop at cats. He's killed deer, rabbits, wild birds, and now cats. I'm worried he might add little girls to his list. I can't stop him.
Then why don't you bring him here? I want to see this person. That would be kind of interesting. Why can't you stop him?
Can't stop him. I can't control him in any way at all. Ever since I brought him back from the dead, he has done nothing but ignore me. I'm starting to think that
That's probably not quite him. He's not fully there. Okay, what are you starting to think?
I need to put David out of his misery.
Again.
That I need to end his suffering. That I need to kill him again. What shall I do, Doctor?
That's a good question.
Should I kill David?
No, I want you to bring him here. I want to see this. Let's kind of skip that for right now. Let's have you taken the sleeping pills.
I've never used sleeping pills. I'm too afraid of what would happen to me in my sleep.
Oh, and what do you mean by that? Okay, was Decker an alcoholic?
If Dr. Decker was an alcoholic, he hid it well. I never saw him drink. He certainly never offered me a drink. God knows I could have used one.
Yeah, poor lady. I do feel bad for her. But at the same time, she is a little creepy. Why is there no lake house today?
If it hasn't been well, otherwise I'd taken you. Shall I bring him to you next time?
Yes, do it. Yes. Yes, bring David to me next time.
Next time then. Although it will have to be just you here, and late at night. I can't have anyone else see him.
I want to see this for myself. Okay, have you talked to Bryce or Iris?
I never talked to Bryce, but I did talk to Iris. I told her who saved her, and that it was a patient here. She broke down on the phone. Most unbecoming.
Aww.
I wonder what kind of gift basket he'll get.
Okay, I guess she's more worried about the gift basket. Okay. Did you remember the photo?
Oh yes, here.
Yay, photo! Yay!
From a few weeks ago. As you can see, Doctor, he looks perfectly normal.
Okay, I gotta see this now. Okay. So is this him after he died? Oh boy. No, don't kill David.
Very well. I will do as you say. I suppose I can let this go on now that someone else knows about it. The responsibility of having David is too much for me on my own. Thank you, Doctor.
I love how she says doctor, because it almost makes me feel like I'm Doctor Who. I love it. Okay, did Dr. Decker offer any theories about David?
Dr. Decker was very quiet in our sessions after seeing David. After a while, he started talking about David like he was a pet, asking me what I fed him, what he'd do in certain conditions.
Oh, well, he's experimenting, so. Why did Dr. Decker talking about David as if he was a pet?
I think he was fascinated with it all, and David and I had become new test subjects.
Mm-hmm.
When I said David never listens to me, he urged me to start giving David treats for pleasing me. Not in that way, but showing him how to close a door, for example. If he did it, give him a treat. It did actually work, but I had to stop myself. I felt like I was training a monkey. It just wasn't right.
But it seems like you're going to have to kind of train him to become human again. It almost seems like it. What certain conditions was Dr. Decker interested in?
Dr. Decker asked me if I'd ever accidentally locked David in, which I hadn't. But curiosity got the better of me. so I locked him in the lake house. He couldn't get out. He didn't have the wherewithal to operate the lock.
And that's why he has to be, as sad as this is, trained to be a human being again. Because I think it's probably because he's been dead for so long that his functions in his brain are just, like, so disshuffled that he just can't be human. I can stop you, Rihanna. Okay, tell me about your referral.
My solicitors did refer me, but I ended up going privately as it was cheaper. I'm paying them enough already without them getting a percentage of my therapy bill.
Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, let's see what she says about
That's
this.
an interesting idea, Doctor. It's not really something that needs to be done, though. I have no intention of reanimating anybody anymore. It hasn't gone very well in the past.
I wonder how many people you have reanimated. Okay, and she is done. Okay, let's talk to Bryce now. How are you today?
Fine. I'm worried. My pursuer in the hour, he's definitely military. I've developed a new skill to deal with him.
He's learned karate. He's learned karate. What skill have you developed?
It's more of an old skill I'm bringing back to life. A while ago, when I was feeling pretty low, I teleported into this office to get some antidepressants. But last night, my pursuer approached me, drawing something from his jacket. I had nowhere to go.
Uh-oh.
I remembered I could teleport, so I did. Back home.
So, what? How many powers do you have, Bryce? He can freeze time and he can teleport. Oh boy, I'm jealous. Do you know anything about sleeping pills?
I don't know anything about sleeping pills. Why would I want any? I want to stay awake for my extra hour, not sleep through it.
Which makes sense. He wants his extra hour. Have you seen Jessica again?
I saw Jessica across the street this morning. She waved, but I just crumbled.
Aww.
Ever since I took those photos, I haven't been able to face her. Do you think I should tell her about the photos, Doctor?
No. He does. Hey, Luvia, how are you doing today? No, don't tell her about the photos. Don't. She
I
will.
don't think I should either.
Yeah,
She'd
don't.
hate me forever.
If you want any relationship with her, don't
Maybe
tell her
when
about
she
Burnham.
exits, I'll at least wave back.
You would end up in prison, dude. I'm just saying. Don't just burn them. Get rid of them. How was work?
He's fine. If anything, I've been falling behind again. I think it's the stress of not being alone in the midnight hour anymore.
That would be stressful. You're doing okay? Well, I'm glad you're doing okay. How was work? What have you been doing in the midnight hour?
Stole a painting. There, I've said it. It was from the local gallery, Providence. I really like it, but I can't afford it. So I took it.
I thought you were gonna steal any more, Bryce. Little butt. What else have you stolen?
It's just that one thing, just the painting I've stolen recently. I
Sure.
think my new pursuer is unraveling me. Is it okay to steal things, Doctor? If I really like them?
No! No, it's not okay to steal things. You know
I
better.
should say that. I will do my best to refrain from it, but I can't promise anything.
Oh boy, I have to deal with the kleptomaniac now. Okay, did you ever see Decker drink alcohol?
I remember Dr. Decker would take a sneaky dram from a bottle he keeps in his desk. He probably thought I was too busy rambling to notice. But I'm a very astute rambler.
Oh, that kind of creeped me out a little bit, but okay. What did you notice about me then? How do you know your pursuer is definitely military? Hey, Mal.
Pursuer. He's measured in his approach, watching, testing. When he finally came for me, I wasn't ready. I think he underestimated me, though, and that allowed me to escape. He didn't think I'd be able to just leave. Why do you think he's coming after me, Doctor?
To experiment on you.
Oh, I think I might know.
He knows. He knows you can time travel, sort of. And I'm doing okay, Livia. Kind of tired. But I'm doing okay. How's everybody? How are you doing, Mal? How are you doing? Oh, it looks like I got a message. I'm going to have to deal with that a little bit later. Okay, why do you think your pursuer is coming after you?
I think he's death, Doctor. I think
I was
saved
joking about
old
that, but
woman
okay.
from burning to death in bed, and now he's coming after me to even the score. Do you think it could be death?
I don't think it's death, but I do think it is a military person trying to come after him to catch him and also like maybe take him over to Area 51 and experiment on him. You're doing all right? Oh, I'm glad you're doing all right. We'll answer that in a second. You took antidepressants?
Yes, you're right. Sorry, I did come to the office once for an unscheduled visit. I forgot about that.
Oh, that face! I won't lie, that face was actually that was kind of cute. It's like, I did something bad. Please don't hit me. It's like, I'm not gonna hit you, but you know you're in trouble, right? You are here for an unscheduled visit?
I wrote a prescription out for myself and got it made up. Dr. Decker didn't have to know.
Well, still, you need to stop stealing, dude. Stealing is not good. It is not. Okay, tell me how you were able to teleport.
I was as surprised as you are. I just imagined I was somewhere else, and there I was.
Can you do it right now?
Dr. Decker was right. Think of something, and it becomes real, if you believe in it. But I'll only do it wisely. Imagine the mistakes you might make. Don't want to become one with the igneous layer too soon.
The new, is the trailer out? I'm gonna have to go and watch it. Is it good? Can you demonstrate how you teleport?
These sessions cost a lot of money, Doctor. I'm not just going to leave in the middle of one. But I can see you don't believe me.
I want to see it.
You really want me to teleport, Doctor?
Yes! Okay. We will ask you in a second, but I do want you to teleport. Didn't you say before that you took sleeping pills for depression?
Did I say that? Did I really? Well, I can't really remember saying anything like that. I didn't take the doctor's temazepam. I took the ones that Dr. Decker prescribed me. My head's in a strange place at the moment. It's difficult to remember everything.
I think you're lying. It looks good shows, more Pokemon. I'm gonna have to go and watch it then. I'm very excited about it. When is it coming out? Do you know? Because I want to go watch it. I think that'd be so much fun to watch. Okay, you said before you feel like you're unraveling.
No, I'm not becoming him. I'm not becoming Decker.
Okay then, you're not becoming Decker. Okay, I get it. Is this a photo of David Castleford?
That's David Castleford. I've no idea when it was taken. Shocking composition.
Shocking composition. What if I told you I could stop your curse? Okay, tell me about your referral.
I was one of Dr. Decker's first patients. I wasn't referred by anyone. My GP recommended I saw someone privately. I think he was just sick of listening to me complain about how little time I had during our 10-minute slot.
Yeah, that's not enough time. That's really not. May 10th? Ooh, that's actually pretty close to hubby's and I anniversary. Maybe we'll watch it for our anniversary. Okay, no, I don't think it's death.
It's just me. I'm going crazy. I'm so strange. Everything about me is strange already, but to have another presence in my hour.
I didn't say you were crazy. I just don't think it's
unhinged
death.
me.
Like, I don't think it's death. I just think it's someone trying to come and find you and experiment you. But yes, I want you to teleport.
Blink, and you'll miss it.
Whoa!
Told you.
Whoa! He can teleport! That's awesome! What if I told you I could stop your curse?
No, Doctor. No, you can't. I've seen what you can do. You can listen and ask, but you don't have any real power.
Okay, Scarlet. This is someone different. Okay, who are you?
Scarlet. I haven't been in since he died. Since Dr. Decker died.
So are you like his patient or what? So tell me about Decker.
He was a complicated man, as I suppose most people are. His external persona didn't match what he dreamed about.
Okay, that doesn't make sense, but okay. What did Dr. Decker dream about?
His dreams were amazing, filled with a spectrum of colours and creatures. It was like Narnia for grown-ups. That was in the beginning.
So does that mean you can actually see his dreams or something? Okay, what do you know about what his dreams looked like?
I'm a dream walker.
Yep.
I can visit people and help them in their dreams. You've not caught up on all his old patients yet, then?
Not quite. What creatures were in Dr. Decker's dreams?
Fluid. Soft. Intricate things. I couldn't draw a picture if you asked. But they drew you to them. They looked a little strange, but you felt compelled to watch them.
I like your earrings. But I actually have, I watched a show with Dreamwalkers before. And I can't remember what show. I think it was actually Supernatural. How did Dr. Decker's dreams change at the end?
Chaotic. Dark. Like an earthquake, everything you stood on shifted into something else. I think he was fighting with something internally. And it was winning.
Yeah, not surprised. I think he ended up becoming greedy, and I still think he ended up getting to the point where he wanted to steal everybody's powers. What was Dr. Decker fighting?
I don't know. It's a turn of phrase. Inner demons? Insanity? I don't know. I can visit dreams, but I can't force the dreamer to interact with me.
That'd be kind of interesting if you could. But how do you dreamwalk?
It's something I've been able to do since I was little. I was born an identical twin, and my sister and I shared dreams. We just thought it was normal. When our younger brother started having night terrors, we helped him. I just need to know the person, a little, and know they're dreaming. Then I can sort of jump into them.
And by the way, for anyone who ended up popping in, I'm really thinking that these people have powers, and Dr. Decker ended up figuring that out, and that's why he ended up going after them. And I think he ended up getting mixed in and was getting a little greedy, and that's what killed him. Tell me about jumping into people.
It's something, I think, in my mind. Firstly, I need to sleep myself. I'm constantly tired, so I can pretty much sleep on demand. Before I go, I think of jumping into that person. That's how it works for me. I've tried teaching others, but I don't know if anyone else can do it.
Can I fall asleep and you jump into my dreams? Okay, what? Who have you taught?
I don't know. Lots of people. Whenever I get close enough to tell somebody about it, the first thing they want to do is try it out or have me visit their dreams. That's kind of why I'm here. Relationships.
Oh, yeah, that would be hard to build relationships because people would just want to take advantage of her. How are your relationships?
It's difficult to sustain them. I'm not just talking about romantic entanglements. It's hard keeping friends, too. Like I said before, I tell them about my ability and they immediately want to try it out. The problem is, I don't normally like what I see.
Oh, because then you get to see the real person when you go into their dream. Okay, let's go on to what were you doing on Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day was awful. I had a bit of an accident with a creme brulee torch and had to spend the night waiting in A&E.
Ew, ouch.
I melted a nail to my finger.
Ooh,
It hurt a lot. I needed stitches.
ooh, ow.
It's all fine now, though.
Ooh, ooh, I can feel it on my own nail. Ow. That does not seem, ooh. Why don't you like what you see?
I think people try to show off. Firstly, they're a bit shocked if I turn up in their dream. But when they're comfortable with that, they start to put on a show. But most people can't control their dreams, so they tend to turn into nightmares pretty quickly.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, look. I'm dreaming of a giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Oh, why is it destroying New York?
It's Ghostbusters. Were you dating Decker?
He's dead now, so I suppose it won't affect him if I admit that. So yes, I was. Not near the end, though. Not when his dreams started changing.
So does
Like
that...
I said, my ability ruins relationships. Who told you? Jaya.
I figured it out. Why Jaya?
Just thought she'd know. Thought she'd know everything about her precious Dr. Decker. Sorry.
Oh,
We
jealousy.
didn't speak that much. But she was a lot like the other woman. So much control over someone who was supposed to be her superior.
Oh boy. Tell me more about my secretary. I gotta know. Okay, why do other people's dreams affect your relationships?
Experienced someone's dream. If they've been a bit creepy in it or terrified me, it's hard to look someone in the eyes after that. It's embarrassing. What should I do, Doctor? Should I not tell people about my ability? Keep it a secret, bottle it up?
What I would probably do is not tell them until you end up getting to know them. And then you can... This is what I personally would do. I wouldn't tell them until I really got to know them. Like, really personally get to know them. And then tell them about it and then tell about my experiences and whatnot. That's what I would personally do. I would keep it... I wish I could actually, like, say exactly what I just said. I think I actually can. Maybe. But I don't know how. Well, I'll just say keep it secret.
I'm not sure that's healthy. But I guess I could give it a try. What if it accidentally comes out? Is there anything else I can do to stop pushing people away?
Refuse to dream walk. Yeah, that's what I would do, is just refuse to do it.
So, if I could breathe through my ears, you wouldn't want to see it. I do say no. A lot.
Aww.
But I usually cave eventually.
Then those are not the people that you should hang around. If they're forcing you and pressuring you, then those are the people that you don't want to be around anyway. Except they're just dreams.
It's difficult to do when you experience them like I do. But I know what you're saying is right. A lot of the time I assume people are controlling their dreams like I can. But they're probably directed by their subconscious, and who controls that?
Their subconscious, exactly. No one can control their subconscious.
Double honest. Interesting. I suppose I haven't really tried that. I might just give that a go.
Do what you feel is more comfortable. That's what I would say. Do what you believe is the right thing. But personally, I would just not tell them, because there would be a lot of people that would try to take advantage. But wait until I can get to know them and whatnot. It's like, okay, I have something I have to tell you. It's kind of creepy, but I can do this. I don't like to give it out on the first date or whatever, because I've had people take advantage of me because of it. And blah, 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 blah. And I wanted to get to know you before this ended up happening, so... Okay, now let's talk to, another new person. Who are you?
Sorry, I'm Glenn. I didn't expect to be here. I was looking for the men's room.
So someone just pulled him. It's like, he walks in, it's like, hey, I need to go to the bathroom. It's like, oh, come here. And then he has to sit through a session. Why didn't you expect to be here?
Like I said, I was in the green room. You know, that new restaurant in town. I actually need to do something. Done. Sorry. I was in the middle of the day and needed the restroom, and here I am.
Okay, that's kind of an interesting story. Oh, I just was on a date, a really nice date, and then I went to go to the restroom, and I'm here. What I'm thinking is he probably couldn't handle the date or something like that, and he ran off or something. I don't know. The restroom?
Sorry, you're not familiar with my case.
No, I'm not.
I stepped through the restroom door into your office.
Kind of like teleporting?
Sometimes when I go through a door, it opens to another place.
Ah, so he kind of does the teleporting. Kind of like, what's his bucket? Bryce. Did Jaya see ya?
No, I shouldn't imagine she did that. I didn't even pass through the waiting room. Besides, it's lunchtime, she won't be there.
And how do you know that? Do you spy on her? Can you know the lunch schedule?
No, not really. But it's lunchtime, and you don't normally see patients now. Well, Dr. Decker didn't normally see patients now.
Well, I am not Dr. Decker. I am different. Okay, tell me about him.
Dr. Decker was crazy. I arrived late to the party. Apparently, he was a fine, upstanding citizen before. I don't know what changed him. Of the few sessions I had with him, he'd observed me walking through doors.
I really think that Dr. Decker would just ended up going crazy. I really think he did. Okay, what did he observe?
But I'd walk through a door and I'd disappear. And then I couldn't get back. The session was £150 either way, so I paid that for a couple of times and then decided it was a bad idea. As you can see, it's still happening.
I feel bad for you. You can't go, like, anywhere. That would be really hard. You have to really go to the bathroom, and then suddenly when you walk through the door, you're like in Paris. It's like, I need a pee! Okay, what still's happening?
Doors. I'm still vanishing from one place to another.
Oh, I feel so bad for you. What's causing your problem?
Dad died. He was on his deathbed and I was complaining about work, women or whatever. It was Nidium. He said, when one door closes, another opens. Then he died. I needed those words to be important. So here I am.
Oh, that poor guy. I actually feel bad for him. Okay, tell me about your dad.
He was stoic. He had tuberculosis in his lungs. That's what killed him. Nobody knew until the end. I never got to say I loved him.
Oh, that poor guy. Did you regret not saying you loved him?
Maybe. He'd split with my mum 3 years earlier. It was messy. It was bad. I didn't talk to him really at all. They called me as next of kin, said I should come in if I wanted to say goodbye. I did love him. He just broke everything.
How did he break everything? What did you make oh, wait, did you make peace with your dad?
No.
Oh.
I hadn't seen him for so long. I just let it all out. I screamed, I shouted, I punched the walls. Do you know what he said?
Did he say about the... Well, what did he say?
Sorry. Over and over again. Like he really meant it. He did. He really meant it. And when I stopped, when I was exhausted, he smiled at me. Like he cherished me. Like he'd been waiting to say sorry.
Well, what did he do? That's the thing. I'm curious.
Waiting for forgiveness.
I'm curious on what did his dad do? Did you forgive your dad then?
I didn't get to. I didn't get to say I loved him. I didn't get to forgive him. He just said when one door closes, another opens. And then he died. What does he think of me?
Personally, I think your dad loved you. He really did. I'm just curious on what he did. What did your dad do that made you, like, get so upset? I wonder if the dad ended up doing something that was, like, extremely unforgivable. And Glenn had a hard time forgiving him for it. I'm wondering about that.
All those years, thinking I was the bigger man. It turns out he was. There's no going back, is there, Doctor? When one door closes, it's shut forever?
No, you can still forgive him even after he's passed. And he'll know. No, the door is not shut forever.
How? How do I go back?
You don't have to go back. Press forward. Try to forgive yourself.
I think you're probably right. I've been trying to address the symptoms and not the root of the problem. You might be the best replacement doctor this place has seen.
Well, thank you.
I'll book a real appointment next time, and you can help me with this. Thanks, Doctor.
Yay! I did something right. Okay. You know what? I'm curious. I'm going to go ahead and end the day. Because I think the other ones are just kind of like... We're going to go ahead and go next day.
You said you'd help me with my problem, but he's still here.
Who? Okay, looks like I'm back in my dreams. Who is still here?
Dr. Decker. He wants me to kill people.
Why?
He wants them to follow me to the sea, to the creature.
I have messed up dreams. What happens to them when they follow you?
It eats them. It's getting stronger. Dr. Decker says when it's strong enough, it's going to walk again. That's why I black out.
Is it Cthulhu? Am I playing like a pseudo Cthulhu game? Oh, this is weird. Okay, why do you black out?
He doesn't want me to know. He doesn't want me to remember. I'm feeding a beast that wants to eat us all. You've got to tell me, Doctor. You have got to tell me the truth.
Oh my goodness, I think I'm playing like a pseudo Cthulhu game. Because the thing is, he was talking about Cthulhu a while back, the one professor. Oh, this is weird. Oh, whoops. I keep on pressing that by mistake. Okay. Okay, what do you want me to tell you?
You're dreaming, but your dreams are the truth. Don't forget me when you wake. I don't know how I'm in your dream, but now we're together. Let's play a game.
No, I don't want to play a game. Aw, thank you for that hug, Mal. You're such a sweetheart. What game is
I
that?
say a word. You say a word. Ready? Guilty.
Okay, and maybe I need to write these down. Okay. Okay. We'll go guilty. We'll go innocent.
Murderer.
Murderer. I don't know if I need to have these, but I'm just gonna have them anyways. Claire.
That's a good doctor. Now, just give me those 3 little words and I'll let you go.
I love you.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Ew, no, I don't. No, I don't. Nobody tell hubby I said that. Oh, this game is, it's so weird. It's so weird. But I'm really thinking that it is like some sort of montage to Cthulhu.
You rang my doorbell.
The truck driver
The little girl.
killed himself.
David is weird.
She's watching me.
I need to put David
Molly.
out of his misery.
Is it okay to
Holy
steal
crap,
things?
the wind is blowing like crazy.
Dead bodies.
I saw Jessica.
Should I kill David?
No, don't kill David.
Do you think I should tell her about
Psychokinetics?
the photos?
Dr. Decker seemed to like a drink.
Bit of a drinking problem.
Probably the same for Jaya.
One of his patients was trying to kill him,
He lent me some money.
leaving him messages.
Creature, human flesh.
I'd teleported.
Do you have that dream, Doctor?
Yeah, I had a creepy dream of you. Wonder how many acts there are.
Oh, Doctor. You look.
Sick. I know.
There's something I need to tell you.
Okay.
I can't find Dr. Decker's prescription pad anywhere. I'm not sure when it went missing, but I don't remember seeing it for a while. Yours is there, but I'm scared one of the patients may have got their hands on it. Let me
Uh-oh.
know if you find it, anyway, and ask me about Mariana later. I've got news.
What, is she dead? Oh boy. She looks kind of creeped out. Okay, I'm kind of curious, like, these different positions she's in. Yeah, she just looks kind of, like, creeped out a little bit. Okay, let's go to Nathan first. We'll start from the top and then we'll go to Mariana. How are you today?
You know who killed Dr. Decker, so you're gonna have a good day. Can we talk a bit about hypnotism, though?
Okay. Hypnotism?
I've heard you can plant key words in people when they're hypnotized. How would I know if I had any? I think that the hypnotism didn't take, but maybe Dr. Decker did hypnotize me, and it did work, and he told me to think that it didn't. I think I found one of the key words.
Oh, and what's this keyword?
I can't say what it is. I don't want to trigger it. I was on the phone to my dad last night, and he said something, and boom, I fell asleep. Normally I wish that kind of thing would happen, but it just happened.
I want to know the
Back
keyword!
seconds, but it was an hour later. I asked him what he'd said. He'd watched some NASA program. He was reading off planets. It was one of them.
So rocket? Does it mean rocket? I'm gonna go through all these words. Saturn? Mars? Pluto? Saturn? I guess it's Saturn. I guess it's Saturn. I just hypnotized a dude. Okay then. You just went into a trance there.
So he did plant me with something. I have absolutely no idea. Did you find out what the key word is? What is it? No. Don't say it. Write it down for me. And thank you. You know, there's something I've not been telling you.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go with Mars and Pluto just to make sure.
I don't want it to be triggered. Pluto's not a planet, is it? And why are you even trying?
Okay, it's Saturn. Okay, so it is Saturn. Okay, what haven't you been telling me?
It's about time travel.
Yeah, I kind of figured that you time travel. I kind of figured that. Who murdered Decker?
This might feel like the darkest timeline, but it's not my darkest timeline. I didn't kill Dr. Decker.
I don't think you did either.
One of your other patients. Or maybe even your assistant.
I really think she might have, to be perfectly honest, but I don't think any of the patients did. I really don't think they did. Do you know about the prescription pad?
His prescription pad's missing. The one with all the death threats on it. Do you think the murderer took it to cover their tracks?
Maybe. How are they covering their... No, let's actually talk about this time travel.
I read a book about time travel. I thought what was happening to me was a type of time travel. I couldn't control it, but at the end of each day, I would travel back in time to the beginning and live it over again. I'm like Doctor Who. I don't have a TARDIS, and I can't choose what time I go to. Except once.
I love Doctor Who. I'm so glad someone ended up saying Doctor Who. Because every time when they end up saying Doctor, I end up thinking of the Doctor. I think it's so awesome. Okay. What do you mean, except once?
The doctor said she was legally still alive. The only thing they could do was starve her. Hannah didn't die in the accident the first time around. It was worse than death. She wouldn't have wanted that. I was looking at a photo from around the time of the accident. I had a lot of alcohol, which I think was probably necessary. I jumped back to the junction. I started pulling out, but the lorry was already on us. I drove into the lorry to make sure. I didn't wake up in hospital. Because I woke up the next day, present day. Things had changed.
And what changed about Hannah's death?
Her obituary changed in the press clippings I kept. It said she was killed instantly. Nothing else changed. Her family seemed to hate me more, which is ironic because the first time around, they pulled her off life support. So I saved them the indignity. Now they just think it was my careless driving that caused her death.
Personally, I know this sounds really sad, but if Scott ended up getting into an accident, I wouldn't want him to suffer. I would rather it be quick, so he doesn't have to suffer. So I would definitely be in Nathan's shoes. Like, I would personally take the responsibility instead of doing the life support thing if I had a choice. I would personally want him to be, like, alive and not, like, be in pain. That'd be awesome. But if I had a choice between him being constant pain and being on life support, or just a quick and instant, I would choose the quick and instant because I don't want him to suffer and be in pain. But, oh, that'd be so hard on Nathan. That'd be so hard. Okay, how are things going with her?
Things have been interesting. Thanks to Mariana.
Does that mean you guys are dating? Why, thanks to her.
We went on a date. What sort of? She texted me this bar she was going to, and I just turned up. She can dance. I was transfixed most of the night.
She's a siren.
Next thing I know, I'm lying in my bed, at home. The room's spinning. The day moved forward. In fact, every night I go and watch Mariana dance, the day moves forward. Do you think Mariana likes me?
I think she does. But she's also a siren, so. How are they covering their tracks?
I suppose it could be a coincidence, but I'm guessing whoever murdered Dr. Decker stole his prescription pad.
Probably. Okay, how do you feel about Hannah now?
I'm at peace with Hannah now. I can save her. And I'll keep trying, but I must move forward. I did kind of ask you not to talk about this anymore, but I suppose you're not taking notes.
Actually, I have been. Okay, let's actually talk to her before we end up answering that question. I want to make sure that it's truthful. Okay, tell me about the stolen pad.
Why would someone steal Dr. Decker's prescription pad? I didn't even know he had one.
But didn't you get a prescription from him? How are you today? We won't
I'm fine,
threaten.
Doctor. I went to the beach, swam under the sea, and returned to tell the tale. No blackouts. Nothing.
Are you doing okay? You seem kind of like something's going on. How about your dreams?
I don't dream, Doctor. I haven't dreamed for years now.
Okay, now you're messing with my head, woman. Tell me about not being followed.
People follow me into the sea. I don't force them, they just follow to see the creature.
Oh, I think she knows now. Okay, you're lying about not dreaming.
Yeah. I did say that was a dream, didn't I? Is it easier to swallow, knowing it's the truth?
I think it is Cthulhu. I really think so. So, what's the truth?
The truth is, I'm not like you, Doctor. Or anyone else. I can swim to the bottom of the ocean for hours. And people follow me. Even if it's the last thing they do.
Oh boy. Yep, she's a siren. And what is the creature?
I'm not sure what you'd call it. A wisp? A star? It's so bright, and warm, and loving. I don't know why it leaves me. It only wants the others. It feeds on them.
feel bad for her. She's probably all freaked out. I'm getting freaked out. And how does it feed?
When I look down, I black out. But if I can just keep looking forward, no blackouts. I can just swim back to the top when it's finished.
Oh, that poor woman. I'd be freaked out if I was her. And what's wrong with looking down?
You really want to know? If I look down, it's writhing, just limbs of people from the clubs and the bars. Not just from this week, but last week, last month, last year.
I kind of want to tell Nathan, get the crap away from her.
Somehow, still alive. The creature. It's all inside them, poking holes through them that they shouldn't have.
Ugh.
It just eats them. Slowly.
Oh, that poor woman, she's suffering. She's like, I don't want to be here no more. The creature eats them?
The missing people. That's where they go. I don't know I'm doing it. I swear I don't, Doctor. The creature. I hear it. It's hungry. Nobody can know. It's our secret.
How about somebody will go and get the creature? I can't keep a secret if people are getting hurt.
It's our secret. What will you tell people, that I'm feeding people to a creature at the bottom of the ocean? What proof do you have? You can't tell on me. You know what you do to me when you visit. I let you do it because sometimes I'm ashamed of what I've done. You make me feel like I deserve it.
I don't even know I'm going over there, woman. It's your siren that's making me do it. Okay, what do I do when I visit you?
You get inside me, Doctor. And it hurts. And you don't care.
I don't know how I should feel about that. I kind of feel a little bit grossed out. Okay, what missing people?
I can't explain what happened with John. He followed me back from the bar that night and swam with me under the ocean. I blacked out. He'd gone.
Okay, who's John?
You must have read about John in the news. He was a local student who went missing. He was a looker. And he had a way with words, but he was also a cheat. The creature liked eating him a lot. But I can't explain what happened next.
I think you can. He got eaten! What happened next to John?
I left him to be eaten. And the next morning, he turns up in my bed at my house. He's not wet at all. No signs he's been in the sea, but he has holes in him. Lots of holes.
So is he dead?
Inside is on the outside.
Yeah.
Just ball of tangled worms.
Ooh, this is creeping me out.
And now they're blaming me, but you knew that, Doctor, didn't you?
No, I didn't know any of this.
That's why I'm here.
No, I didn't know any of this, woman. You did not tell me about this. Okay, why are you really here?
They think I killed John. John and some others. They need to know whether I'm insane or not.
Oh boy, this poor woman. Who needs to know whether you're insane? Let's go on to here. Did you write the death threats?
I prefer actions over words, Doctor. You know that.
So... You killed him? Did you take the prescription pad?
Wow. That's a low blow, Doctor. And after all our sessions, I'm not a thief. Even the loan, that was just unfortunate.
I'm sorry, had to ask. Okay, tell me about the loan.
Dr. Decker asked for his loan back after diagnosing me as sane. In his opinion, my blackouts and everything else were fictional. He had no proof, of course, either way, or I'd be cured, but he asked for his money back, and I didn't have it.
What did you use the money for? Did you kill Decker because you owed him money? Let's go. Who needs to know whether you're insane?
My lawyer. He says I'm insane, but that he needs you to rubber stamp it. Do you think I'm insane, Doctor?
Little bit. Just a little bit. We'll come back to her. Okay, what's the news about...
I've been reviewing your files. I know, I'm sorry, a bit naughty. But have you considered that Mariana may have murdered Dr. Decker because of the money she owed him? She had most to gain. She got all the money if he died. And it makes most sense, doesn't it?
I thought you had, like, actual news from, like, something else. I kind of already knew that. Like, how are you doing today?
I'm worried about you, Doctor. You seem quiet and, well...
Sick to my stomach?
Just your fingerprints on the bottle. Maybe you touched it by accident?
Uh-oh.
You didn't know him, did you?
Did I kill him? No, I didn't know him.
Then why are your fingerprints on his vodka bottle? No, don't answer that. Oh, the infectious madness of Dr. Decker. Who hasn't it touched? I'm so worried.
Oops. I've been drinking, apparently.
You just seem a little different from the person who turned up all those weeks ago. You don't talk to me as much as you did. You flitter between patients in a daydream. Tell me what things are bothering you.
I'm dealing with some pretty intense stuff, woman. Do you think I'm going insane?
Who measures sanity or insanity? One man's philosopher is another man's fool. I'm keeping an eye on you. I won't let you go crazy.
Please, I think I'm going crazy. Hey, how are you coping with the grief?
I think I'm okay with the grief now. My mother died suddenly, and I think I was projecting Dr. Decker's death to be about her. I know they're not related.
Oh, how did your mom die?
My mother died suddenly, like Dr. Decker. For her, though, it was different. She burst into flames. I was 7.
Oh,
They
wow.
said she must have been smoking and drinking on the sofa, but she doesn't smoke or drink. Professor Alderby said it was spontaneous combustion.
Okay, then. Quite a bit of interesting things that are going on. Okay, you said his prescription pad went missing.
Dr. Decker's prescription pad is still missing. I'll let you know if it turns up.
Yes, please let me know. Okay, tell me about the death threats.
I didn't know anything about that. If I have any grievances with my employer, I spit in their coffee. I hope that's how you like it.
Did you spit in my coffee? Do you have any grievances?
Don't become like Dr. Decker. I think that somebody killed him because he was using them.
Not
There's
surprised.
some footage I can't show you because it would affect you too much. Suffice to say, when Mariana told him she could breathe underwater, he wanted the same power for himself. So instead of trying to cure her of it, he'd try and amplify it to see how it worked, so he could imagine it for himself.
Oh, wow.
I think he did that with all his special patients. I think he wanted all of their powers.
Yep.
If you believe in that sort of thing.
Yep, that's what I thought. And who are the special patients?
Any patient who presented with psychokinetic issues, they were his special patients. Towards the end, he began ignoring all the other cases. Most of the patients saw it as a curse, what they were experiencing, what they were unwittingly doing. Dr. Decker saw it as an ability, a power to be harnessed and used for, well, God knows what he was going to use it all for. So we made them give in to it, and it consumed them, consumed all of them. Whether you believe any of that or not is your choice, but they did, which made them angry. And that's why I think he was murdered by a patient.
I don't think he was. I really don't think he was. I think someone... do you think Cthulhu is real?
A fictional space god that's resting at the bottom of the Atlantic. It's not likely, is it? Or maybe you think it is. Have you spoke to Mariana today?
Yes. And I'm thinking, I'm believing in Cthulhu. Okay. I'm not sure the patients are improving.
Patients will always be a bother, but you're caring for people. We do still care, don't we, Doctor? In a few weeks' time, there'll be a whole new bunch of faces with a whole new bunch of quirks. Let's not have a whole new doctor, shall we?
No, I don't want that. Hey, who do you think murdered?
It's not your job to find out who the murderer is. It's the police. You can only point them in the right direction. Murder is a means to an end. There's a lot more going on here you should be thinking about.
Wow, she's bossy. She's very bossy. Okay. Let's talk to the nurse. Ooh, that's actually a really cute outfit. Ooh, that is adorable. Do you know anything about the prescription pad?
The prescription pad.
Did you steal it? Okay, did you take the pad?
Yes, I took it. I had to.
You little thief! Why?
Dr. Decker told me he could use it to take away my gift.
How? Do you know about the death threats?
Someone was sending Dr. Decker death threats. Had no idea. You never said anything to me about it.
It was on the prescription pad, wasn't it? Like, how are you today?
Good. I feel better. Last session, that was all negative. I don't want to be like that. I made you something. A little thank you for being so nice.
Oh.
They're cookies.
And do they have poison in them? Why were you feeling negative?
I'm a happy person. And really, what's the point of being miserable? It doesn't matter what's going on at work or anything. Happy is the only goal. Max told me that. I think some footballer might have said it.
Oh, okay. And who's Max again?
I told you about Max, right? Didn't I mention him before?
I think that was your date, right? Didn't you date him?
Yes, but you don't know the whole story. Max is 77. He was one of my patients. I thought he was dying, so I shifted for him. Became an old, sweetheart of his, apparently. Only Max didn't die. He actually got better somehow. And then he came and asked me to do it again.
So are you dating him as his old sweetheart? Oh, that is so wrong. That is so wrong. Who was Max's sweetheart?
I don't know her name was, or is. Like I say, he doesn't even know where she is now. But she obviously still loves him. When I shifted, I felt all fluttery and excited. It's so sweet, isn't it?
That is so wrong. Did you become Eleanor for Max?
Yes. Max and Eleanor had dinner on Valentine's Day. I felt a bit weird when he asked me. But he said he just wanted to have one more date with her, and then he wouldn't ask me again. And to be fair, he was a perfect gentleman. I mean, I didn't want to have that conversation.
Oh, that is so wrong. That is just so wrong. Okay. What's in the cookies? What's in the box? Why did you shift again for Max?
Yes, because Max didn't die. He saw me change back after I let go of his hand. There wasn't anything I could do about it.
That's really sad. I feel bad for the poor guy. Okay, why would Dr. Decker want to take away your gift?
I suppose he was just trying to cure me. I mean, I thought he believed that I could shift, but
Put the cookie down!
maybe he was just humouring me the whole time.
I'm scared, like, when they give me stuff, because I'm like, are they trying to poison me? Thank you for bringing me a present. I'll be nice.
You're very welcome.
I'll be nice. I won't eat the cookie, but... Okay, why didn't Max die?
I don't know why Max didn't die. It usually works.
It usually works. What do you mean by usually works?
I just mean when I shift. They see their loved one and say what they have to say, and then there's nothing stopping them from moving on. Why? What did you think I meant?
Nothing? What's in the cookies?
Usual stuff. Flour, sugar, butter,
Poison.
chocolate chips, and my special ingredient. A little herbalist magic to give you some pep. You look like you need it.
Pot. There's pot in my cookies. You put herbs in the cookies?
You can put herbal remedies in food. The effect's more subtle, but it does work.
Oh boy. Okay, we won't ask her that. Let's talk to Claire. Did you freaking bring your husband?
Fine. I killed David.
I told you not to!
He went too far.
Herbs work on food. That is true. That is so true. Claire! Why didn't you bring her? Oh, you butt. Okay, how did he go too far?
David is a monster. Anushka, she's hanging up.
Okay. I don't want to ask that question just yet. How did you kill David?
With an axe. I got him to put his head on the wood block. He didn't really know what he was doing. He trusted me.
And his head's still talking.
I cut off his head. When I picked it up, he was smiling. Probably a muscle spasm.
You should probably maybe go and double check. And he's still talking and whatnot. What else can you tell me about Decker?
Oh, the continuing saga of Dr. Decker. After he'd seen David and done his due diligence, he came up with an offer I couldn't refuse. Remember? The one I told you about when we first met.
What was the offer? I can't remember.
Dr. Decker wanted me to reanimate him.
Oh, yeah.
He said he would kill David unless I agreed.
Oh, yeah, with the one lady in his basement. Okay, how were you supposed to reanimate him?
Called me on Valentine's night. He promised to use a disposable phone so there would be no trace. I was supposed to come here, where I would find him dead, and then reanimate him. I agreed immediately. It seems that Dr. Decker went through with his half of the agreement. But I forgot to turn up.
Wait, so did he kill himself? I think he probably tried to. I think he actually tried to with the alcohol and the pills. But then someone actually came in and just stabbed him with the paper thingy. Okay, do you know anything about the prescription
I
pad?
saw Dr. Decker's prescription pad. I imagine he kept it hidden away.
Okay, so she...
Stop people stealing it?
Okay, so she doesn't know anything about the threats then. Why is...
David hunted her and hung her up like an animal.
Oh, a poor girl. David hunted her?
Doctor, I think I'm going to be sick. I can't talk about this. Let's talk about something else, please. Like my diagnosis.
Why do you want to talk about your diagnosis? Okay, did you write that? Well, let's just...
I've already told you. I never saw his prescription pad, so of course I didn't write him death threats.
I had to make sure.
It sounds like someone is trying to frame me. Who's trying to frame me, Doctor?
I didn't say that. I didn't say anything of the sort.
You promised you'd diagnose me as temporarily insane.
I did not.
You can't go back on that now.
I did not. I said no. She's a liar. Okay. Okay, what if I don't think you're insane? Why would Decker want to kill David? Do you think Marina's framing you? Okay, we'll talk about Decker wanting to kill David.
Yes. Dr. Decker threatened to kill David. That terrified me at the time. I still had hope that David would recover.
And apparently he didn't. Okay, what if I don't think you're insane?
Doctor, did I tell you about that time that I used the power of my mind to bring my husband back to life? I can't imagine what I'd do to the psychiatrist that double-crossed me. But I'm sure it will be fun. For me, at least.
I did not say I would. I said no! Okay, do you think that she's framing you?
I don't really know the girl, but I did buy out her loan from Dr. Decker. I mainly did it to shut him up about it. But can you imagine having him as a creditor? That poor girl. I hope it didn't accrue anything more than interest.
So she ended up... Oh... She ended up actually buying her out on the loan. Interesting. Okay, let's talk to Bryce. Are you still stealing things? Okay, how are you today?
I'm not feeling very well. I tried to sleep through the midnight hour, and I slept for 8 hours. When I woke up, it was looking at me. That thing was looking at me. Time was still frozen. I can't escape it. I'm doomed.
Okay, what was it? Was it death? Why do you think you're doomed?
It knows what I did with Dr. Decker. It's been taunting me.
Oh, and how has it been taunting
It
you?
wanted me to follow it, so I did. It brought me here, Doctor. Here. It thinks I killed Dr. Decker. I'm sure of it.
Oh? Did you?
I took his body. It was me. I took it from the coffin because I didn't want him put in the ground. I don't know what I was going to do with him. I just didn't think...
Where is he then?
Maybe I would cremate him. But the body disappeared.
Maybe he is alive. How did it
I know
disappear?
you want to be buried, but it's never the end, is it? I have a private tool shed at the graveyard. I moved his body in there before the burial, but when I came back, he'd gone. It was locked, and he'd gone. How did that happen, Doctor? How did Decker do that?
Because he's got powers. Maybe someone else moved and maybe Decker teleported. Okay, let's talk about how was Jessica.
I waved back at Jessica yesterday, and she smiled.
Oh,
It was bigger than normal. I think we may have made a connection, Doctor.
don't do anything
The
stupid.
photos I have of her. I think I'm going to destroy
I
them.
thought you already
They're
did.
my problem, not hers.
I thought you already did. Yeah, destroy them. Don't be a butt. Okay, are you still stealing things?
I teleported back into the art gallery after our session, in the midnight hour. I replaced the painting. So
Good boy.
I haven't stolen anything for a long time now.
Good boy.
Perhaps a cheeky borrow best describes it.
Well, I'm glad that you put it back. That's a good boy. Okay. Do you know anything about the missing prescription
I
pad?
didn't steal Decker's pad. I didn't have to. If I wanted to use it, I could just teleport in here and steal a sheet. Why take the whole pad? Why be that obvious?
He does have a point on that. But we already know who ended up stealing it. But the thing is, she stole it, but there was no death threats on it. So that's why I'm so curious about that. Didn't you know anything about the death threats on the pad?
Well, kudos to whoever had the guts to do that. Wasn't me. What did they say? You've piqued my interest now.
Nah, it's none of your business. Okay. Okay, what has been happening in the midnight hour?
I've tried to avoid my extra hour. I tried to sleep through it. I did try one thing. I spied on you, Doctor. You have a strangeness, don't you?
Oh, this is creepy. Oh, now I'm probably not gonna be able to sleep tonight. I'm gonna feel like someone's spying on me. What strangeness do I have?
You live in the same house as Dr. Decker.
I do.
I spied on him several times, so I know the house very well. You kept it almost entirely the same. Why did you live in the same house as Dr. Decker? Is it a perk? Or you, Dr. Decker?
Am I Dr. Decker? What a twist! Oh my goodness. No. No, I'm not Dr. Decker.
It might be a perk. I'm sorry I spied on you. I was just getting worried that you weren't who you said you were. Just some mannerisms.
I'm nice.
Strangeness. It's good you've adopted his dog, though. I'm not sure many people would have done.
Because who wouldn't adopt it? I would have. I totally would have. But because I love dogs. Maybe Decker is back from the dead. Maybe Decker teleported. Maybe someone else moved Decker's body. Let's go. Somebody else moved
If
his
someone
body.
else moved Decker, they'd had to have picked the lock, moved the body, and then locked up again. Why go to the trouble of locking up again?
To make it look like it's not obvious. Sounds like Janet might think I'm going insane. Why would I tell... Oh, wait. Those are my notes. I was like, why would I tell him that? Maybe he's back from the dead.
Perhaps. It had crossed my mind that Dr. Decker perhaps resurrected himself. Maybe he wasn't dead, just sleeping.
Maybe teleported.
It's not out of the question to think that Dr. Decker teleported himself out of the tool shed. If I can do it, he probably can. That's the kind of thing I've been thinking. But the thing that's been following me, it can teleport too. I think the thing might be Decker. Is the thing Decker?
It could possibly. I think it might be. You know, I don't care. I'm doing it.
is. The thing is Decker, and the thing wants to kill me. Please, tell Jessica I love her.
Oh, that was so sad. Whoa! He went blip. Are we done? You said you were trying to sleep through the night.
I tried to sleep
got
through
something in my
extra
throat.
hour. I didn't want to face it. That thing has been taunting me. I wish I was still religious.
Now, you said the thing was looking at you. What did it look like?
It's following me. It doesn't have a face. I saw it close up when it was standing over me. It has no face, no eyes, no mouth, no nothing.
Oh, maybe it isn't Decker.
Inside its hood is just space. Just a black hole.
And we end up getting the news the next day he's dead. Okay. No, Marina doesn't like you.
So what you're trying to say is that Mariana is just using me and has no interest in me romantically whatsoever.
Yes, because I'm trying to save you.
Thanks.
Sorry!
That's my self-esteem.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to save your life! She is gonna feed you! Did you ever think to drive away from the lorry?
I didn't have time. I jumped back to the split second the accident happened. The truck was already on us. I swerved left the first time, so I tried right. If I could have saved her, I would have done. I didn't want her to die.
No, I feel bad for him. Why lie about Hannah being on life support?
I haven't been lying. As far as everyone's concerned, she died in that car accident. Instantly.
Oh, that's something hard that he's going through. That's so hard. Okay, do you think Decker... Oh, did you kill John? We'll go, did you kill John?
No. The creature killed John.
Okay, then. And... Did you kill Decker because you owed him money?
Why would I do that? Dr. Decker transferred our loan agreement to Claire at Castleford. She bought him out.
And that's what she ended up
I owe her
saying.
the money now.
Okay. Aw, thank you for that love. I do appreciate it. Okay, tell me about the loan
I
transfer.
don't know why she did it, but Dr. Decker got repaid, and now my agreement is with Claire. You should ask her.
So, yeah, she did not... Yeah, killing her, blah, 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 blah. Like, killing him would be pointless for her. Like, no. Well, I kind of do think you are insane. I think you are insane because you're feeding people to this creature, but...
I told you how grateful I'd be. But you need to fix my problem first. If they try me as sane, I'll be in prison for a long time. And then, how would you get your reward, Doctor?
What reward is that? I don't want no stinking reward. How well do you know Claire?
She's the woman that took over the loan I had with Dr. Decker.
So that's it? That's all you know? Okay, has anyone else turned up at your home?
You're a naughty one, Doctor. You know you visited my home. Why do you keep denying it?
Because I don't remember ever coming to your home. I do not visit you at
Don't
home.
you remember? That's a shame. You had fun.
Oh, don't you dare say I've been like... Oh, have I been messing around with her? Ew! What did we
I
do?
can't remember. I'm certainly not going to enlighten you.
Oh, I'm a terrible person. No. I don't want to know what we've been doing. Did you kill Decker?
I could never hurt anyone. You have to believe me, Doctor.
Okay, is that it? Oh, I have with her? Yep. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, it's time to accuse someone! Oh! Oh, boy. Oh, crap. Oh, boy. So we can't ask any... Oh, now it's really tough. I didn't realize that we had to accuse. I really don't think it's Bryce. I think it's her. I don't think it's Nathan. She might have done it. I don't think it's a nurse either. Oh, shoot. I really think that it might be her, because she ended up saying that they had an appointment and she didn't come. So I think she may have. But at the same time, I'm kind of going towards the secretary, like one of those two. What do you think, Mal? I don't know. But I really don't think it was Nathan or Bryce or Ellen. I don't think it's those three. But at the same time, her story kind of... Ah! One of these two. I think it was one of these two. And just the fact that she's extraordinarily bossy. Or maybe I did it. I don't know. You're bad at these kinds of games? Me too. Well, it's just a game. We're not going to, like, send real people to their death, right? I'm going to go with this secretary.
Doctor, we've had a bad day, haven't we? If you think I'm guilty, then one of your patients must have you just where they want you. I'll forget this indiscretion and go and put the kettle on. And perhaps you can have a lie down or something.
Oh, I thought she was going to go to prison. Okay, then. You didn't say anything for this. So, oh, it's okay. You had to report, oh, they were not very nice to you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that people haven't been nice to you. That's not fun when you have to deal with people not being nice. So... So am I wrong? Oh! I guess I got it wrong. Okay, well then, click on Claire then.
I didn't kill Dr. Decker. If anything, I'm guilty of not bringing him back to life. And that's manslaughter at best. Good luck proving my talent, Doctor.
I don't know anymore. Okay, we're just gonna accuse everybody. Okay, let's do her, because she's creepy.
I didn't kill Dr. Decker. I can see why you may have thought that because of the money I owed him. But I wouldn't murder somebody to make a debt disappear. That's not something normal people do.
You're not normal.
Is it? Besides, I was growing on him. I think if we'd have had more time together, he would have seen I am a sound investment. What do you think, Doctor?
I don't like you. More of an action and close to the puzzle ones. I think this is like... Okay, well, let's go to Bryce then.
Dr. Decker deserved to die. I'm not saying I did such a thing.
Oh,
Not
I thought
something that
he was
confessed
going to
that's
say.
being recorded. But I'm happy to reaffirm that his death was necessary. Well, more than death, really. If I only knew where his body had gone. Now I can't be sure. I can't be sure that he's absolutely dead.
I thought he was confirming.
The girl chained in his basement. She'd most definitely have killed him given half the chance. I suppose if I teleported into his office one night to write myself a prescription and had run into Dr. Decker himself, that I might have killed him then and there with the nearest available weapon. And in doing so, would be accoladed as the hero, not the villain that you're making me out to be.
So, did you do it?
But we shall see, Doctor. We shall see. Good luck catching a man who can teleport when he wants to, though. Or maybe you don't think that I can.
So it was him? But what about your patients? And what about you? Insanity. Does the same thing over and over again, expecting different results.
She told me that she's killing people, and now I'm stuck in the same day. Can you imagine? Every day she greets me like we're so in love. I know what she's done. I know what she's going to say to me later in the evening. It's over. I can't be with her. But part of me likes it repeating. It's normal.
I'm confused.
I'm not really sure what you'd call it. Mutually assured delusions? I think Dr. Decker was projecting his weird fantasies on me, and it was just going to be easier to go along with it. To participate. I feel much better now I know I didn't hurt anyone. I didn't hurt anyone. Did I?
I certainly hope not.
Terry's been promoted to night sister. She hadn't been in, and I thought she was off sick, but apparently she was on a course. So, she's my new boss now. I've already started looking for other jobs. It's no secret Terry hates me. But, you know, got to be positive about it. I could have a completely fresh start. There's a job on the children's ward I'm going to go for.
I suppose in hindsight it was self-defense all along. It hadn't occurred to me that I was just defending myself when I stabbed him. It probably just took the right lawyer to help me see it that way. I'm happy I'm free, obviously. Who wouldn't be? There's just one small problem, Doctor.
Am I still the therapist?
He's still alive.
Ah, you must be the new doctor. And punctual, I see. I like that,
Wait.
Doctor. I think you're going to fit in just great.
So is this a
Around here.
redo?
Oh, I forgot. I have a book for you. It's my must-read of all time, and by must-read, I mean you must read it.
Okay, then I am so confused.
The curse continues at Dr. Decker's psychiatry practice, where another physician has been murdered by a patient. Found by night cleaning staff, Dr. Decker's replacement was pinned to the chair with a paper spike.
I got
what
killed!
police are describing as a copycat murder. Jaya. You're supposed to be looking after them, How many more do we have to go through before you get a good one?
I'm dead! Oops. Holy crap, this game's good. That's totally inappropriate when I'm on a... They're not okay how their mods are treating me. They're promoting their mods' behavior and the mods are... Tyan, Banny Witches. When comes their way. I wasn't... Rules, I was trying to enjoy the stream and they were acting... Oh, I'm sorry that you had to go through that. That's not fun. Like, I try not to... I'm trying not to judge the streamers because I don't know what they were thinking and whatnot. But I'm really sorry you had to go through that. This in games like Telltale Games, like Heavy Rain, the Detroit game, and Life is Strange, you most likely watch. Oh, you don't play yourself. I love playing games like this because it just makes me like so intrigued. Because I'm wondering like, what's gonna happen? What if I do this? What if I do that? What if I do this? What if I do that? This game's great! It kind of makes me feel all, like, I don't know, a little weirded out, but I still love it. I highly recommend anybody to play this game. So I'm kind of wondering what would have happened if I would have chose him at the very beginning. Would I still have been dead? Or if I did something else? I don't know. But yeah, Alex, what I think is, personally, let bygones be bygones. Just don't watch them anymore. Like, watch ones that you won't get bullied. But at the same time, I can understand like how streamers can be like extremely stressed out and they make mistakes. And just like I said, also I don't want to judge a streamer's actions because I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what. I wasn't there to see what happened. But I really do apologize that you did go through that, though. But anyway, you guys, holy crap, we've been streaming for 3 hours. This has been an awesome game. I highly recommend anybody to play it. It is so weird. It is so weird, but it's so great. I kind of want to play it again just to kind of see. Maybe we'll do that next Terror Tuesday. But anyway, you guys, tomorrow I'm going to be streaming on Zelda Universe. Definitely come in and watch. I'm pretty sure I might do some more Perlers during my stream. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or do something else. I think I'm probably going to do some more Perlers because today I'm actually going to be cleaning out this. So, hey Scooby. Thank you so much for popping in at the end of the stream, but thank you so much for being here. Then we'll play some Kingdom Hearts. Or I might even play some Kingdom Hearts in the morning stream. I'll talk to my hubby about that. But anyway, you guys, thank you guys so much for being here. It's been such an awesome time. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on either Zelda Universe or my own stream. You guys have been so awesome, and I'll see you guys later.